Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And happy late Halloween. It was yesterday.
Yes, happy Halloween.
You know what? I'm going to talk about this right now.
What's up?
And I mentioned this during our Halloween walking with the kids.
Uh-huh.
You guys out there in the world, if you've never trick-or-treated with introverted kids, it's not the funnest.
No, it's a lot of prompting.
It's more work than you think.
Hey, guys, let's go to the next house.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
It really is. It's like, okay. They're like, what do we do? Oh, my God, there's people. Go to the next house.
Do you want to be done? No, I don't want to be done yet. Then walk.
Then go.
Like,
you see that house with the light on?
Yeah.
Well, go to that. You see that house with the nativity scene? Obviously, don't go to that house because.
Oh, we're going to that house.
Dude,
Yeah, there was a house.
I wanted to kick their fucking door.
I just want to ask it this way. Is this a Christian thing to do?
No.
To put Jesus, Mary, and Joseph up on your lawn, turn all your lights on, Christmas lights on.
No.
And then you put a dog gate up so kids can't get to your front door.
You already have a sign that says no candy.
By the way, I can step over a dog gate. Like, if I wanted to, I'd still ring your door.
You know, this is the thing. Just have your fucking lights off, right? Because, you know, most everyone knows when your lights are off, you ain't having candy.
We know the clues. We've been around the block.
I think any kid that's under fucking 7 knows the clues.
Right. You just want to shove down
like,
our throats that we are heathens, that we're bad.
You're a heathen. Jesus. I'm like, Jesus invented Halloween.
Yeah,
Hello.
Jesus loves Halloween.
Dude, he was Halloween.
There's nothing Jesus loves more than watching a young man walk down the street.
Did we not have a guy
costume.
dressed as Halloween when we went to get the kids candy?
As Halloween?
No.
As Michael. Oh, as Jesus. Yeah, handing out.
He was handing out candy, dressed as Jesus.
Jesus would be hanging out with all the Halloween people.
Oh, for sure.
We know Jesus would be saying, I want you saved, brothers and sisters.
But don't you, I feel like Halloween, regardless of what people might think it's like a pagan thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So?
I think it's more of like to see people together, like the togetherness in Halloween, the way everyone just together. Come on, that's kind of like
Do you think we really
nice.
think that we are interacting with spirits that night? Are we dressing up because we don't want the ghost to know it's us?
Ghost of Satan, please give me a Snickers.
Right. Yeah. It's Halloween. You know,
I want a Butterfinger.
Hopefully, please God, I'm going to beg for a Butterfinger. No, I mean, it's just like people are just having fun. And the funniest thing is, if you look at like Christian history, there are so many like pagan holiday dates that we've taken for American Christianity. Well, Christianity.
So one thing I grew up when I was younger. I remember going trick or treating briefly when I was probably, we'll say 5 and under. Right?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember ever trick-or-treating when I moved to Washington.
Okay.
Right? So 12. From the time I was 12 on.
Sure.
My brothers and sisters, they're younger than I am. They were probably 5, whatever. They never trick-or-treated either. Because it was, obviously it was I think at the time my mom she was getting into religion. So for her, it was just like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you're dabbling in.
You are celebrating the Ouija and Satan and Annabelle, and like, no. Like,
I'm not celebrating Luigi, Mom.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like that. Like, it was always just, it was Satan's day. You're inviting the devil in your house.
Right. Basically,
like,
you're offering evil into your
Yeah. It's something like that.
Yeah.
So I never had the chance to like enjoy like a Halloween or dress up. As I got older, obviously, and became my own person, and then had kids, and it's like, why was this ever?
You realize the fun.
What was wrong with it?
A little baby in a ghost costume,
dude.
That little girl.
Seeing these little kids yesterday dressed up was so.
These parents
cute.
dressed their little redheaded. What, 1-year-old toddler?
Oh yeah,
up as Chucky, and that kid. I mean, it's got to be a little girl.
I would have kicked that parent and that kid.
Was adorable.
Yeah.
Her mom's like, "Come on, baby Chucky, let's go." She's like, "Okay." Reaches her arm up. I was like, "Oh my God!"
There was a kid dressed
that cute as Chucky.
Like, I would say this kid's probably 4 or under, dressed as Godzilla.
Godzilla. It was pretty wild.
So cute. So my son, he was dressed as he had the blow up T-Rex.
T-Rex, yeah.
And then he ran into someone who was just as T-Rex as him.
Mm-hmm.
So remember this. I am with a bunch of introverted kids.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, too, because Tom and Blanca, they went with us.
We were with you, yep.
So all our kids are pretty much introverted. JJ's, he's half introverted like I am. Like, I'm introverted, but I can be out, extrovert
at times.
There's certain things I just can do it. So JJ was in that moment. He was extrovert. He sees a kid dressed like him. He goes running in this T-Rex outfit,
which was pretty surprising.
It was hilarious to see a T-Rex. I don't care how old this is. Seeing someone dressed like a little T-Rex running is hilarious.
It's a good time.
And then when they both seen each other, they were both jumping up and down, and you see the little T-Rex heads bobbing. It was hilarious. It was so funny.
Yeah, it was
brother.
Yeah.
JJ was like,
it was
brother.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
It was fun, I have to say, and I really, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it yesterday. I was tired,
dude, bro. I was not.
I was ready. I was like, buddy, you're old enough. What if I just buy you a couple bags of candy?
It's
you
not
play
the same.
video games. What do you think? He was like, no, Dad.
It's not the same. Even Ellie's like, nah, bro, yeah, I'm good.
No, Dad, you don't even know.
But you know what I love about our kids? Our kids have old souls.
Yeah.
And so with that, they get tired real quick. They're like, JJ, even Elliot, JJ wanted to go a little longer, but
yes, JJ actually did.
Well, if I ever don't want to go, I gotta stop.
Elliot was like, I'm cold. He definitely pulled his mom's deal. Like, I'm cold. I'm done.
Bye. You know what? I'm so glad she didn't want to go running yesterday.
Yeah.
Because there was a point.
Morning or
yeah. Because she was talking about going on a fun run, which I was excited about. I was cool with it. As we were trick or treating, I was like, oh, my calves feel tight. And then I was like, I really don't want to do this. I kind of just want to like sleep in and be lazy.
Man, I gotta tell you, like yesterday, it was the first year I was like, I just want to be home. I just want to sit at home on Halloween night and watch some scary movies.
So we watched, we started watching Hocus Pocus.
Okay. Good one.
Good movie.
The original?
Yeah. Whatever. I ended up playing did I play games? I don't remember. I was watching Hocus Pocus. I kind of got tired.
Okay.
I started kind of dozing off like a 45 because my birthday was on Wednesday, guys.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. I turned 45 years old. I know. I look 25.
It is shocking.
Calm down.
It's very
but I'm 45. I look really good for my age. I get it. Please, everyone.
Hey, you don't look bad, brother, for 45.
I actually feel like I look pretty good for 45.
You look pretty good. I think if we stood next to each other, people would look at me and assume I'm older than you.
Well, when I tell people I have a 25-year-old, obviously Leo's not my biological son,
but he's your kid.
But I claim all the kids like they're my kids.
Yes.
So when I say like, oh, my 25-year-old, you got a 25-year-old? Like, yeah. Like, you don't look at it. I'm like, I know.
It's all the facials.
I know what's up, girl. But like, so yeah, my birthday was Wednesday. Anyway, so we're watching Hocus Pocus. I'm kind of tired after trick or treating. I'm kind of dozing off. Lisa's like, hey, should we just go to the room? I'm like, sure. Actually, before that, I started this movie called Parenthood. For those of you who are 45 or younger, you would remember this movie. It stars Steve Martin, right?
Okay.
I can't remember the chick, but she was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. She's been in Grown Up. She's been in so many movies. And I will say, and I told Lisa this, she's in her 70s, and this girl, for being in her 70s, she looks
good.
Oh, dude, bro, she looks phenomenal.
That's pretty wild.
She's beautiful for being an older woman. Like in this movie, she's in it. We're talking 89 when this movie was made. She looks good.
Yeah.
She's in these newer movies, and she looks. Not much has changed. Like you can tell, and she doesn't. She's one of those people that she didn't have any surgeries.
Just let it be natural.
She's just naturally aged well.
Yeah.
She just has those genes.
Yeah, for anybody that's thinking about plastic surgery, just know no matter how good the surgery is,
Genes have a thing.
man, and just it never looks right.
Do you know who else was in that movie that I had no idea? Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Yeah, Keanu
This is
Reeves.
where Steve Martin's the dad, and like were they like a blended family or something? What was the
he
storyline
wasn't a
behind
blended family. They just had 4 or 5 kids.
Okay.
One of the kids, the teacher,
Was it that Shelley or Sally something? Is that the actress's name?
I can't remember her
Anyway,
name.
well.
But like the teacher, one of the teachers was like, "Your son, he needs to go to special ed because he's kind of like weird."
Okay.
And then like the cool thing about this movie is, and I told Alicia this, like it's very relevant to today. Right. This kid he didn't have special needs, but he was dealing with a lot of like issues like maybe his dad worked too much or something.
Okay, like emotional issues or
issues
something.
when
Yeah.
they were like trying to tell this he needs to be in a special class because he needs a lot of attention and this, that, and the other. But you're watching it and you're like, oh man, this is very relevant to today.
Mm-hmm.
She lets him know like, hey, I'm pregnant, and like he's already gone through a bunch of shit. Like, I got 4 kids. Like, oh my god, as a man, I mean, I gotta support this. Another kid. Like, I don't know what to think. And she's asking, do you want an abortion? He's like, no, I don't. I didn't say that. Like. I just, I gotta support all these kids. Like, I gotta do this as a man, and you have choices. I don't have a choice. I have to support. I have these. I don't. And then she flipped it. Obviously, I'm a woman. What do you can have the baby since I have a choice. Go have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I understood his point of view, where it's like, as a man, it's like, yeah, obviously we don't have a choice on that.
Mm-hmm.
But also as a man, it's like, our duty as a man is to support our family.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have those moments where we don't feel like already we're not being able to do that, and then we get it, like if your wife comes to you and is like, hey, I'm pregnant, like we need to support another.
You got to step it up.
And you're like, what the fuck? Like you see this
pull money out of my ass.
Yeah, you see the stress kind of come upon him, and then you see like his dad's way of raising him, and like it was really cool to see that movie as a parent now in my 40s.
Different from
when I was 9 years old watching that kid. I don't know. You know who else was in that? And he was a young kid. He is now an Academy Award winner actor.
Okay.
He played Joker. Joaquin Phoenix.
Wow.
Is in that movie he's like 12 or 11 in that movie.
Good Lord.
He's young.
I really didn't know Joaquin Phoenix was in movies like
from that age. So I seen him and he's very recognizable because he has like cleft lip.
Yeah.
So I seen it, I was like, I think that's Joaquin Phoenix. Alicia's like, are you sure? I'm like, pretty sure.
I'm positive.
Let me do what I do with all movies. Not pay attention and Google it.
Google it, yeah.
And what happened? I Googled Joaquin Phoenix is in that movie, and that was him. And you see that he's dealing with some stuff, and like he's kind of like there's these scenes where he's carrying this like garbage bag, like not a garbage bag, but like a paper bag, and he's kind of weird, and so a little part of he's thinking like, is he carrying like dead cats in this thing? Then you find out it's not dead cats, obviously.
Okay, well, that's good.
But, like, I don't know, just the relevance of this movie to today, like, it really holds really nicely. Like, so, if you guys haven't seen Parenthood, it's on Netflix right now.
Oh, okay.
I highly recommend it. It's a Ron Howard movie.
Oh.
So, great director. It's so good. Like, it's very, there's heartfelt moments in it, like, I don't know. It was just such a good movie.
You can kind of identify with the characters.
I really was able to
emotionally
identify
connected to the issues.
Yeah, especially being as a parent now. Like I seen things in there. I was just like I'm not the most emotional person on earth, right? But there was things in that movie that really kind of like really stuck with me, where it kind of like pulled at my like, not I guess my heartstrings or whatever, but I could sense like, oh, that's sad, like, or this something would happen. And you're like, oh my god, that my heart breaks for him, and you're just like, as a parent, you kind of almost related in those senses where you're just like, oh. You know, you wanted to like almost cry for him, or you know, you felt so sad. You know, when you see something happen to these to kids or anything, like as a parent, you just like your heart will. I never understood that as a kid. When my heart breaks for them, but then as now that I'm older and I see things that happen with kids and like your heart literally does break because you're like, oh, I don't want, you know. This kid's wanting to reach out to his dad, and his dad doesn't want nothing to do with him. And you see the heartbreak on this kid's face, and it's just like, bro, you're just like, you piece of shit, dad. Or this kid's getting picked on, or something's happening where you see those things, and you're just like, you just want to fucking be that parent and be like, no, go fuck him up, do this. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, because I think, you know, we know what we've lived through.
Yeah.
And we made it. But it's like you can see yourself in that child.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you just feel for that kid. Yeah, Elliot's going through it a little bit right now. I won't get too into it, but he's got some kids kind of picking on him. And
been there.
I was kind of talking to Blanca tonight about it. And like, you know, I think the thing is, at the school I worked at before, I knew all the kids. So if there's ever an issue like that, I didn't feel too worried about it because I was at the school. I knew those students involved. I kind of probably just an observational awareness of the surroundings, like understood, okay, this kid, had interactions with them. I kind of got it. I don't have that with these students. And just some of the things that are happening are very middle school issue things.
What do you think it is about like Elliot that they're like, oh, let's...
I think it's proximity. I think he's close. I think it's 2 against 1. I think they're kind of...
He's not like a small kid, Elliot.
No, but I think he's nice and quiet. I don't think he's like too outgoing in the sense of like... He's not like oh, you fucked with me, I'm going to punch you in the nose. Like,
no, I think Elliot is...
you know...
I could see Elliot being like Blanca, where... Because Blanca's not I'm going to punch you in the nose. Blanca's more of a like, okay... But why is your mom such a whore?
Kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Elliot will learn words. But he's a very sweet person. He's a very emotional person. He doesn't, and I get it because as a kid I was a lot the same way.
JJ was like, "Who is them? Who are they? I'm going after him." I'm like, calm down. Bro.
Yeah. Well, I kind of felt that way. I did end up emailing
as a parent,
and I said, "Hey, you know, I get it. I'm not saying I'm upset that you didn't catch it. Like, I've been in the classroom. I know." But I just want to make you aware that there's a situation going on with him. Yeah. I really want him to solve it himself. So, like, I've encouraged him to set boundaries with these kids and to say no and, like, to stop.
Well, coming from Uncle Jesse, I'd let him know I won't be mad at him if he throws a elbow or two at these kids.
So I kind of told him, I said, look, I never want you to throw a first punch or whatever, but if the only way to get this kid, one of them in particular, to respect you is to do what you have to do to defend yourself.
No,
I will defend you to a principal or anybody because it's one thing when the school doesn't know and they didn't know, and it's only been 2 days. But I'm like, either you need to put a stop to this or the school needs to put a stop.
So if the school doesn't, it's like you step in.
Yeah, and I work for the same district. I trust the district. I know that people care. So I'm not concerned that it's not going to get solved, but I really want him to go through the process of standing up for himself.
Yeah, which I understand because, like, when I was younger, and I might have told this story on this podcast before, and I've told Tom this one. I used to get picked on a lot by some random kid, and I to be honest with you, I don't remember what this kid picked on me for or what. And it wasn't like this kid was much bigger than I was. He was probably my same size, maybe smaller. Mm-hmm. But there came a point where my mom, I think, got tired of me coming home crying or bitching or both that this kid was picking on me. Mm-hmm. So she goes, well, if he does that again, I don't want you to come home. Mm. Like, you're not coming home. I'm not letting you in this house until you fucking go and deal with that. Mm-hmm. And so, sure enough, that happened. And sure enough, my mom stuck with her guns. She was like, no, like, you're dealing with that. Like, Don't let him pick on you. I'm fighting this kid, crying. Like, I remember this. Like, I'm swinging at this kid, crying as I'm fucking fighting him, and I fuck him up.
You're crying. I don't want to do this.
Like, I fuck him up. Like, I come to the point where, you know, as a quiet kid, you come to these points where you're like, you see what they say, you see red, right?
Mm-hmm. You just kind of broke, right?
You just go, and you can't be stopped unless someone stops you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I beat up this kid. And then his dad ends up coming to our house because there were a couple of, like, because we lived in these, like, little, like, Section 8 homes, these little project homes. So he was a couple units down. He comes into our house and, like, threatens my mom because I fucked his son up. Mm-hmm. Now he's mad because your son's a bully. Like, now I'm the bully, right?
He was gonna fuck your mom up?
Oh yeah, no. Well, my stepdad, as much as I hated and still don't care for my brother and sister's dad, my stepdad, and they don't care for this guy. He's dead anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Okay.
He was like, he went in that guy's house and was like, "Don't you ever fucking come into our house again, or I'm gonna fuck you up."
Which he probably would have. Right?
I'm gonna unalive you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because he would have, and my mom would have done the same because my mom told my stepdad at one point, because he was an abusive dick, like, if you ever have a gun in this house, I would unalive you with it. So don't ever have one in here.
If you ever have a pew pew, I've been hearing that a lot. People don't say the GUN word anymore. They say pew pew.
Yeah, the pew pew pew. I will unalive you.
Dang.
And so there was. I mean, I don't think there was. Like, I know, but yeah. But anyway, like, there is a point where as a parent, you just got to let your kids deal with those moments where you as much as it might hurt and much as you want to, like, kind of like, I want to be there and fuck that kid up because he's a fucking dick. You got to let your kid do it, you know?
Well, I just
you just said, you're going to
kid, and I didn't, I wasn't picked on a lot. So I didn't have the experience of, like, constantly. I was a tall enough kid and whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, there were definitely times where people were mean to me, and I didn't know how to handle it. I just was like, "Oh, just let it go, let it go." And then even as an adult, I'd be like, "Let it go."
Yeah.
But you get this anger inside because you're always feel like you're getting stepped on, and
you feel that
you're mad
fire.
Yeah, you just feel like
chest.
You start to feel like you're not worthy because you don't value yourself.
Yep.
Enough to say, no, don't step on me, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't, I told him, like, I don't want you to have that. I want you to know now the confidence of not fighting. I'm not saying beat him up, but to set limits. And if a kid's going to keep, one of the kids is doing this under his chin over, like, so super disrespectful, right? And I'm just like, buddy,
the biggest,
my permission to do what you have to do for that to stop.
Yeah. My biggest pet peeve, I have pet peeves, right? One of my pet peeves is hearing people chew. Not a big fan of it. So I'm not cool on those ASMRs where people are like, chewing. That shit drives me nuts. I hate it. I hate people smack. That stuff drives me nuts. The other one is people touching my face. I do not like it. I don't know what it is about that. That's always been a trigger for me. So if someone ever pokes me, my kids know this. Because there's been times where when they were younger, they would do that. Like, they would smack me in the face or something, and I would let them know right away, don't do that. Like, that's disrespectful. To me, that's such a disrespectful thing.
It is.
That's something about it. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's very triggering for me. Like, that's, if someone wants to ever fuck me up, fuck me. If anyone just wants to fuck me,
don't touch his face.
Touch me in the face. Oh my God.
And it's on.
It's on.
Like Donkey Kong.
I am riding you hard.
Wow. I'm never touching your face, brother.
But if anybody wants to upset me, like,
well, it's just very disrespectful.
Dude, you touch my face. I don't know what it is about it.
Well, because the point of doing it is to say you don't like this and I don't care.
Dude, I don't know what it is. It just sets me off. Like, to right now, when you tell me that, like, it just, I'm like, oh my, Elliot, please just grab them by the throat and slam them against the wall. That's how I feel.
Rip their throats out, please.
No, not that. It's just, that's how I feel when someone touches me in the face. It's like I had this lady at my last job, or not my last job, a couple jobs ago when I was at this charter college. She was trying to be funny. She slaps me in the face. Right? She said something.
Coworker?
Yeah, she slaps me in the fucking face, and I was livid, dude. I looked at her, and I looked at her straight in the fucking face, and I looked at her, and this bitch is like, she's built like a linebacker, right? And I said, "Don't you ever fucking touch me on my face again? Like, no." Like, everyone, like, the whole fucking office gets quiet after she slaps me, and then I say, "Hey, don't you ever fucking touch me in my face again." They seem, because I like stared at her in her fucking opticals.
Well, and you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I am very nice, and I'm very calm. It was very
clear that you just about broke in that moment. You almost killed her.
Dude, if people who don't know me, I'm a very chill person. I'm very nice. I'm very, like, easy going. You need a shirt off your back. You need anything off my back. You need something. Like, I'm here for you.
Taken off. He's gonna do it. He's your guy.
Like, I am that guy that's like, I will do what I can to help you out. You know, there's not much I won't do for someone. I've washed my friends' houses. I've cleaned their house because I'm like, oh, I'm watching their house. Let me clean their kitchen. You know, they have a couple dishes. Let me do this. Yeah. You know, like,
you did that at our house one day.
Yeah, I'll do that because I don't care. Like, you know, I feel like I'm a good person in a sense, right? Like, I have my fucked up moments. Don't get me wrong. But when she did that, like I said, I looked at her and I said, don't. And she had this, like, her fucking demeanor changed instantly, and she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, no, just don't. No. After that, I never really talked to her again. Like, because that's disrespectful. But someone touches, like, Elliot's face.
It's just so confusing.
You telling me that when someone, like, just touches his chins the way you said,
it like a closed fist, like the kid not hitting him, no, just gently tapping.
That's so disrespectful.
That thing is like, why are you putting your hand on my son?
It's so disrespectful.
You know,
that
like,
pisses me off for him. Like, I'm so angry for Elliot. Where I hope Elliot fucking headbutts him.
Bro, I just told him, like, buddy, don't you worry, because I want you to stop this. I want you to handle it so that you can feel comfortable with yourself. And if
Elliot's gonna feel bad when he does it, but he's gonna feel so good, and they're never gonna fuck with him again.
No, and if they do,
dude, open hand slap him in the face when they do it. That's, you know what? I rather, if I got punched in the face, it would be okay. Wow, you punched me. But if someone slapped me, open fucking hand,
I want.
You know what I'm saying? Slap,
pull off. And then
just that whole, like, that pop.
Oh yeah.
When someone slaps
like,
you.
What the hell,
bro? You get slapped. The
whip slap.
You're like, your eyes. Oh. Whoa, shit! I'm so sorry.
I'm startled.
I know. Oh my!
Yeah. I'm just like, this is gonna come to an end. And unfortunately, I got so frustrated I was like cussing. I'm like, what the fuck did they do? Oh, and I don't like doing that because it's very not.
I hope Elliot. He'll handle it.
I just I'm like,
he got his mom in him.
I'm like, buddy,
he's gonna use his mouth.
And he's not an aggressive kid, and that's why I told him, like, look, if it comes down to it, and they will not stop.
He's gonna be like Blanca, and he's gonna use his mouth. He's gonna use his verbalness.
Your mom, like, I don't know, some horrible thing. And I don't want him to do that. I don't want him to hurt some so kid.
Bad. Not hurt, but I want him to do what your mom, what Blanca told him.
I want them all to learn and grow. But the point is, like, the school does need to know about
I want
these
Blanca
kids
I want him to say what Blanca told him to say.
Oh, what did she tell him to say?
That your mom's a murderer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My mom's a murderer. She just got out of prison, and she said she doesn't mind going back.
We were watching, I forget what we were watching yesterday, but Alicia thought it was about clowns, so she thought it was John Wayne Gacy, right? But she thought the name was different, and I laughed because I'm like, no, Gacy.
She didn't say.
It's not. It's gay, hey, Gacy.
So she thought it was like Gaby, or
I forgot, but we laughed so hard about it.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a show on Netflix. Was it Hulu?
Okay.
I don't know. It's about John Wayne.
I'm watching one on, I think,
Hulu or
Peacock. Is it Peacock?
maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's
Yeah, it's the guy. It's yeah,
but it's about John Wayne Gacy.
pretty good, right? If it's
I
the
don't
one
know. If
I'm
it's good.
watching,
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
Is it good?
I won't get into it. Then.
No, I mean, is
I
it good?
think it's a lot. Look, I appreciate the artistic side of what they did with the Ed Gein story, but
I've been
like we've
trying,
discussed it, like we've discussed, in my view, when you're gonna make something historically relevant, like
Make it historic.
and especially when you're using real
A
life
famous
victims,
Yeah.
as part of your story, I mean, do it credit.
Yeah.
Don't make the victims look like they're at all guilty, right?
Yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
I just
good.
wanted to make sure. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries. That storyline just got kind of wild at times, and I understand that they were showing his psyche and that they were kind of like doing all these things, but there's a point where it's like, yeah, but then the narrative that was presented as fact is not at all provable. It's like it's barely plausible at times. Anyway, this one, I mean, from the house looks. I've watched a lot of documentaries.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So the thing that sets me off right away, if the house doesn't look like the real house looked, it's hard for me to recover.
It's
from
really tough when they like change something that's
well, yeah,
so
and like
historic.
when like for example, Netflix or
9/11,
Netflix-
they're gonna use a different tower.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what is this?
it's the Khalifas or whatever over in the Middle East. And you're like, wait a minute, that's not what it looked like.
Wait, this is Spokane. I know those buildings.
Yeah, that's the federal building in Spokane. What are they doing?
That's the post
They're
office.
trying to trick you, but it's not going to work. It's the post office. That's the Pasco post office.
I know that place.
I know it well.
That's Ken Oak High School. I know it.
the Pentagon. That's okay. The worst thing I ever saw.
That shit makes me laugh.
There was a movie that I was going to be in college, not as anything major. They just were going to film it in the Spokane area, and they needed extras. So I was supposed to go and wear some military clothes and be doing some sort of military drill. And I was kind of a wiener back then, so I was going to go, but then I chickened out and I didn't go. But I did watch the movie afterwards. And Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it, and it was
You were gonna be in a movie with Cuba?
heck yeah.
What movie?
Something about the president gets assassinated in this movie. I can't remember the name of it, but he's like he doesn't protect the president. Like the president gets killed, and he's like a Secret Service agent.
Wait.
So
Are you sure it's Cuba?
I think it was.
It's not like Olympus Has Fallen, one of those ones?
No, it's not that, because this was filmed in. This did not do well. I don't
Is it
believe.
Red Dawn?
No, it's not that famous.
You know Red Dawn, right?
I do
That's
remember
from
Red
the-
Dawn. Red Dawn was good.
That was in Spokane. That
gotta
started
see-
the whole Red Dawn, the original one from the 80s or
Uh-huh.
90s. That I don't know if the newer like remake started there, but in the 80s, 90s Red Dawn movie,
Yeah.
or I think it was Red Dawn. That starts in Spokane. Like
Nice.
the Japanese or the Korean folks come and invade us.
Japan. They come to Spokane, Washington first.
Yeah.
We will start in Spokane.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
They come to Spokane, or it's like the Chinese or something. Chinese dirty knees or something like that.
Let me look this up. I want to see what.
Now I want to know what movie you're talking about.
Spokane
That's cool, though.
movie.
How was it?
Well, it wasn't great.
Well, no, I mean
I wasn't in it. I chickened
So
out.
one of my things before I die. What do they call that? Bucket list, right?
Yeah.
Bucket list. So one of my I want to be in a commercial.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not a commercial. I just want to be on TV. It doesn't have to be commercial. Maybe it could be a preview to a fucking movie where I get murdered or get raped or something. A priest fucking molests me. I don't know. But it could be something like that crazy, right?
Okay, time out. I have to admit I can't multitask.
Yeah.
I was looking at my phone while you started
Uh-huh.
that, and I was saying, but I didn't hear you really until you said raped by a priest.
Yeah.
Can we just go back just a second?
So my one of my
bucket list.
bucket
Remember
list
saying
items
bucket
is
list.
to just be on
Is
TV.
to be raped by a priest.
So either if I get raped by a priest or I'm on a commercial for Colgate,
So no matter what it is, you just want to be on national
I just want to be on
television.
TV. Something.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna
I
happen.
think I can make it happen.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible at it. I mean, I have the acting
don't
chops for it. I don't.
I don't think that you would be horrible at all. It was called Endgame.
Oh.
The movie was called Endgame.
Yeah.
So the thing that drove me nuts is being in Spokane. I watched it afterwards, and like the movie itself wasn't probably too bad, but knowing Spokane, they kept saying it was Washington D.C. and instead of using establishment
Bro, I know that
shots,
fucking river anywhere.
oh yeah, no, like I know
this park.
They go Washington D.C. and instead of showing like this, you know what establishing shots are. They just use stock clips.
They'll
show the Washington Monument. They'll
Yeah.
show the White House. They'll put you there, right?
Yeah.
I'm in D.C. They act
And then you're walking through the park.
They literally they didn't even do that. They were like Washington D.C. and they freaking showed Spokane.
That's crazy.
They were like the something. I think it was like the FBI building or some stupid stuff like that. And it was the Spokane County Courthouse. Like I'm like literally this building looks nothing.
You're like I know this courthouse.
I mean, they're like the White House, and it's like
the Black House.
Freaking, it's some university. I don't even know.
It's Gonzaga.
What is this? What is
crazy.
this? It was the most ridiculous thing. I couldn't handle it.
Endgame, man.
It's like
I watched that movie.
Episode of a cop show I saw once, and I could not forgive this. They were like Seattle, and they had a Seattle bus driving by a bunch of palm trees. I was like, to my knowledge,
Seattle.
Seattle doesn't have palm
Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm like, global warming's really getting crazy. I mean, it was nuts. I was just like, you guys, come on.
Like we were in Seattle, so one of the reasons we didn't record last week is I was in Seattle with my family. I got to see my sister and my brother, which is so nice. I forget how awesome it is just to be around your brother and sister.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Right, like me and my brother just like will just fucking shoot the shit and joke around and say the most random fucking crazy shit. My brother, I forget how amazing my brother is with some of the stuff he says. Like that motherfucker cracks me up. He said, I wish I could remember him saying. I can't even remember what it was. It was
clever
dirty,
talker.
but it was something about double-ended dildos. But it was something like you guys are laid in trap with your ass, right? But it was something about dildos being like laid in trap.
Oh,
you get it?
Munching on both ends until you come together.
Yeah, but with your ass.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever it was fucking funny. Me and him were laughing so hard. We thought it was hilarious, obviously. But it was just nice to be around, them because
you don't see them all that often.
I don't see my brother and sister that often. I'm much older than them by about 7 years or so. So it's not like I was really.
Who's older, your brother or your sister?
My sister, and then my brother's about 18, 19 months older or younger.
Okay.
So they're very close in age. They grew up very close.
But he's the youngest of the
He's the youngest. My brother's the baby of the family.
Okay.
I'm the oldest, but I'm also older by about 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
So.
And you were over there because he is having a baby.
He's having a baby. He's having his first, and like most first-time fathers, you're very nervous. You're very unsure. What are we doing? Bringing a baby into a world where maybe financially we're not ready. Mentally, you're never ready. I can attest to that. Like, as much as you are ready for a kid, like you're never ready, right? Like you don't know.
Well, I mean, you have
to that point,
real practice with your own.
Something I had to let my brother know is like, the way he is with his, and I know this is gonna sound weird for some of you guys, but my brother's very good with his dogs.
Okay.
And so I look at the way he treats his dogs, and I can tell. I told him, "You're gonna make a great father." Like
if you love your animals,
the way you love your animals, exactly the way he loves his animals. My brother is gonna and I don't think most people who don't have a kid right away understand this until they have a kid. But the moment you can hear from your siblings, your uncles, your aunts, your dad, your mom, anybody will tell you, you'll know when you have a kid. They'll tell you that till you're blue in the face, right? And you'll be like, okay, whatever. You know, because it doesn't, for you, it is what it is. That doesn't make sense, whatever. But it's such a true statement because the moment you have a kid, something inside you triggers this like maternal thing where all of a sudden you're just like, oh shit, my world revolves around you now.
Mm-hmm.
So for my brother, he's unsure, you know, maybe this isn't the right move for him, whatever. We don't have the money, but like I said, the way he treats his dogs and the way he treats them, like I told him, you're gonna make a great dad, dude, because you're not like your dad was, right? Your dad wasn't a great person, but you're not him, right? You got to remember that. For one, you're not him. You're my stepdad. Their dad was garbage. My brother, my sister, they're nothing like that guy, right? They have so much love in their heart. Like my brother, as funny as he is he comes across like not hard, but like he jokes around a lot. Like my brother has a huge heart, right? He might come across like as a dick maybe to some people, but like he's that guy that will give you the shirt off his back. You're like Orlando, right? Orlando, we might talk a lot about him, but in all reality, that dude will literally give you the shirt off his back, the fucking underwear off his fucking ass. He will do that.
Broke helping people.
He will.
He will be with nothing so others can have.
Yeah, he will do that, and that's my brother. My brother's that same way. Like he might joke and say things, but in the end of the day, like he will do what he can to support his family, to help a friend out. Like he'll do that stuff. So I let him know, like, man, you're gonna make an excellent dad. Don't, because I could see it in his face when we were leaving. I could see he was kind of sad and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're gonna make a dad. You're gonna make a hell of a dad. Don't. Yeah, financially, you might not be where you think you want to be.
The kid doesn't know.
The kid don't know, but and at the next, the fact that you know. So this is something that anybody who's listening right now, the fact that you can realize maybe financially, whatever, you're not in the right spot, that just shows that you're wanting to improve your situation, right? There's something inside you is showing that, well, I want to support my family more. I want to do this more. Like, there's something within inside you that is telling you that. So don't let the fact that maybe you're having a kid or something to like deter where maybe that feeling's coming from, because obviously it's going to motivate you to maybe provide for your family more. Like for me, like when after I met Alicia, like all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, she tells me my son's pregnant. She tells me she's pregnant.
Mind blower.
Hello.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. My son's gonna have a baby. What?
He's pregnant. He's pregnant.
My son's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry.
But like I find out like she's pregnant, and like I think there was a point in my life where I was just like my brother. I had that deer in headlights look where it's just like, holy fuck, how am I gonna do this? But then it happens, and the last thing I'm thinking about is how am I gonna do this. Is just like I'm doing this. Like, you know what? I'm switching jobs. You know what? I'm doing this. I remember the moment when we were like, we need to get a different house, right? We found the house where we're living now, and it was awesome. But also, I just remember like stressed out because I was just like, oh my God, this is so much more rent than we were paying before. Like, we're doing a mortgage now. I can't afford this. And then I get this new job. I get this new promotion for this where I was already at. I got a promotion. And I remember them coming back to me and telling me what my pay was going to be in my new position as a supervisor. And I joke and I say these things that I'm like, try to be hard and stuff, but like I'm very, I'm emotional. I have this emotional like part of me. So when they told me how much I was going to make, and like there was something when they told me that like I remember I was in Hermiston, I was inside our server room. They tell me that, and I just remember having to take my moment because I was like breaking up.
You're very relieved, I'm sure.
I was relieved, and I was like I was happy, but I was like, it just felt unreal, and like the emotions that hit me were crazy, and I was like I teared up, I cried, I legit, like I called Alicia and I was crying, like not crying where I'm like, oh my god, like I wasn't like that, but like I'm talking to her and I'm telling her what's happening, like these changes, like everything that happened up in those moments, everything lined up the way it should.
Yeah.
Yes, at those moments when I found out she was pregnant, I was stressed because of money. Okay, I get this different job. Okay, I get this new promotion when we moved and get this. Like things happened. Like it was like this. The world let me know that everything's gonna be okay. Yes, it's hard. Yes, things are hard. But I think if you let them come to you, and you just kind of roll with it, and you just kind of like, okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay, this was. If you just like, okay, this is what's going on. Okay, well, yep. Okay, we're gonna have a kid. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we're getting a new house. Oh my god. I'm getting a promotion. Oh my god. Okay. And then you let all that happen, and you just let it go, and you just fucking just accept it. There's this peace that comes with it. I can't explain it, but like the moment when I found out, like okay, we're getting this house, and then all of a sudden, like in this moment, like a month or so later, I'm trying to get this promotion, and they're like, you get this is what you're gonna make, and then I'm doing the math in my head, like, oh shit, it works out, right? When they tell me that, I'm like, thank you, and like I had to stop for for like 5 to 10 minutes and gather myself, because I was like, I teared up, and I was just like, okay, let me gather myself. Like I got to tell my wife, like I'm excited. Like it wasn't tears of like dread. It was happy. When they say you got these tears of joy, this tears, like I get what they mean by that, because that's what it was for me. Like in those moments when they said, hey, you got the job, this is what you're gonna be making, I was just like, wait, what? Like, yeah, no, you're gonna be making this much. I'm like, for real? So like, yeah. I'm like, oh, awesome. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then like I'm talking to him and telling him thank you, but I'm doing it with like this struggle in my voice, because I'm like holding on to not losing it, because I'm like happy, but I'm like crying.
The weight of your whole life just shifted.
Like everything. It was I turned that page to that new chapter in my life. Like you knew it was that new chapter.
Yeah.
It wasn't that lead up to the next chapter. It was the chapter, right? It wasn't chapter 13.5. It was 14, right? You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
Like it came to that point where it was like, oh shit, this is it. This is what, okay, this is where we're at. Oh, okay, this is where we're at. All right. And I just remember that, like, and for my brother, I think he's in that point where he's at 13 and a half. He's chapter 13 and a half. He doesn't know what's happening at chapter 14.
But he will flip that page.
He will flip that page.
A defining moment.
Because so my brother at the time, the cool thing about my brother, they have a company, Flexline Disc. They sell disc golf discs online, and they're doing great. Before that, he was doing that, but he was also installing like granite countertops and stuff like that. But now he's doing this full time. I was telling Tom, they got a video that got like millions of views. Like they're doing well. Cool. And so it's like my brother's, he's at that 13 and a half where I think there's going to come a point where he's doing what he should do. He's where he should be. I don't want him to break the fact.
He just doesn't have faith in it yet.
Not yet. Like, I think he knows, because he was telling us, like, well, I'm not financially, like, I didn't think I was going to be financially stable.
But what does that mean? You know, that's the other thing, too.
Yeah.
People understand is, it's just like you're saying. I mean, you just do. When you have a kid, you know, at that point, the thinking about a lot of it stops, and you just do it.
You just do it.
You know, like, my parents have said a lot. they've looked back and now they don't have kids at home, right? They still have us, but we're grown. We do our own thing. And they just said, we look back and we don't know how we did it. Because you just are doing it. You're just in the middle of doing it. And it's just what you have to do, and you just do it. Or you don't. And there are people that don't. They just run away and don't do it. But for most of us, we just do it.
So I was telling you guys about that movie, Parenthood, right, with Steve Martin. There was this scene that was really... the mom, I don't know if it was his mom or his girl's mom, but it was the grandma, the old lady of the bunch. She was like, you know what? I love roller coasters. He's like, okay, like whatever. Mm-hmm. Because like, 1 minute you're here, like a roller coaster. It's up and down, up, because he's finding out he has to have a kid. Life's just fucked up. She goes, you know what I never really cared for? Merry-go-rounds. Because it just goes around. And then you think about it and you're like, that's life. Like the way she said it is just like, do you want your life to be a merry-go-round? Do you want things to just, it's round and round. You can expect this is how it is, blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Mm-hmm. Your life goes in a circle.
And
It's predictable. You know what's happening. But do you want your life to be a roller coaster? Yeah, you have your ups, your downs, your spins, your rounds and bouts, but like there's this excitement.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna start gambling.
So the way that's what I'm saying. Like the way she did it, the way she explained it, it was just like
accept the highs, accept the lows.
She was just like
you have a wheel.
She tells him, I love roller coasters. I just want you guys to know that. I love roller coasters. Mm-hmm. And his wife was just like, your mom's smart. I get it. She loves roller coasters.
He's like, what?
What the fuck?
Are we talking about roller coasters?
Yeah.
I can hear it. Yeah.
But like, it made so much sense to me because it being a parent is like that. It is a roller coaster. I know for me and Alicia, Tom hasn't experienced as much. When your kids are going through maybe new parents, right? Elena, you've had Elena, obviously. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but like not just new parents, but like school and this. So, when I first got involved, obviously I'm the new guy in the house.
Uh-huh.
So the kids are like dealing with me, and then that's one roller coaster. And then as the kids, like Sadia, as she got older, it was like, hey, I don't like school. I hate school. Right? You're like, and then it's like her and mom are fighting, and then I gotta be in there. And there's there's the twisty of the fucking roller coaster. You're like, oh fuck. And then it comes back where it's like, she's like, I get where you guys are coming from. And then it's like, we got our other daughter who's just the twist, the corkscrew of the roller coaster where you're just like, holy mother of God, when's this going to stop, right? I get school sucks, but Jesus Christ, we want you to be done. Mm-hmm. And then it finishes, and then it kind of plateaus, and you're like,
well, don't you think this is part of why people kind of get depressed after all the kids leave? Because you're going through all this stuff and the ups and downs. So emotional. There's noise and there's stuff all the time, and then it's just silent.
Yes.
Then it's just over, and you're just left with yourself. And I'm sure that's kind of lonely until, you spend some time by yourself and get used to it. But
no, it's true.
Like I know there are nights where Elena's over, and when she's on the computer with her friends and stuff, she laughs loud. I was in the house last weekend, I think it was, and Elliot's in his room doing stuff, and I hear Elena like belly laughing in her room, and Blanca's upstairs doing something, and I was just like, you gotta enjoy this because this is as good as it's ever gonna.
It's gonna be right.
This is the best life.
Like I hear him laugh, and I just want to look at him and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
What's there to laugh about?
Life sucks.
Yeah. No,
Can you imagine that?
Really, and I remember my mom saying that my grandpa said that to her when we were young. He just said, "This is the best your life is ever gonna be."
It is.
Like enjoy it because.
And I find myself being there's times as me being a parent, I'm very I can't explain the way I am as a person. I have my issues that I deal with personally. But there's times where I'm like, I gotta like suck up the way I feel and just look at my kids the way they feel. So sometimes JJ's very talkative. There's times, and there's a lot of times where I'm not really in that mood. I don't want to hear people. I don't want to talk to no one. I don't want to talk to my kids. And I know that sounds really fucked up because I feel that way, obviously. So when those moments happen where I'm like feeling kind of like I don't want to hear this, there's a part of me where it's like, dude, you listen to your kid. You know what I mean? Like, enjoy this.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear this very often.
And I do.
There's going to come a point in your life where you're never going to. You're going to miss it.
Your kid's not going to answer your phone call.
So the thing I got to let them know is in those moments, there's times where I'm like doing something and my kids are talking. JJ will be like, "Oh my God, we're having I just woke up at 2:40 in the morning. We're having a fucking what does he call them? Admin abuse, blah blah blah." Because he'll get up at 4 or 5 in the morning for these admin abuse for Roblox, and he's just so excited. And then I'm just like, I always gotta let him know because there's times I'm like in the middle of something. My JJ's just like, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, just let you know, I am listening. Don't stop talking. I can hear you. I just don't want you to stop talking." And there, like I said, there's those moments where I just got to remind myself that, like, as much as maybe I don't want to hear my kids talking about something random, stupid that I don't care about, like, my kids are talking about something they do, they care about, they love, they enjoy, and
they want to share it with you.
They want to share it with me, and I'm okay with that, and I don't want them to feel any type of way where they don't feel that they can do that. So I have to remind JJ sometimes, even Elena, that even though it might not seem I'm listening, because maybe I'm in the middle of fixing an outlet, fixing the toilet, something's taken my attention away, I always will stop to let them know, hey, don't stop talking, I'm listening.
Well, and so I'm like, I didn't hear the last 3 minutes of what you just said.
Like Tom's like, shut the fuck up.
No, that's not what I
I don't even want to know.
No, it's
but like I tell my kids like so actually this is perfect. I don't know if it was today or last night. No, it was this morning. So JJ was talking about his admin abuse. He's talking about this stuff, and I had told him because Alicia's trying to get breakfast ready. We're in the middle of a kitchen remodel, so like a lot of our outlets aren't working the way they normally would because certain stuff's not plugged in. So if a certain outlet's not wired up, certain other outlets aren't going to work, right? So I'm like in the middle trying to get things going. JJ's behind me talking about his admin abuse, talking about his game and this, and I had told him, "Hey, I'm listening." I always gotta let them know I'm listening because growing up as a kid, I never heard of that, right? So I don't know if that's the reason I say it, but that's something I always say. I need you guys to know that I hear you. I'm listening. I don't want you to think, because you know what sticks with me? Sorry if this is kind of going off wall.
No, you're good.
There was this moment, this was years ago, and JJ was young. I think it was JJ that told me this. He's like, "Hey, Papa." I'm like, "What's up, bud?" "Do I bug you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You just seem like you're annoyed and I bug. Like you're bugged by me. Bugged when I talk. And that like fucking, if there's something that doesn't like pull at your heartstrings, that will. When your kids tell you something like that, like when he told me, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, and then I started thinking like, it probably seems like I'm not paying paying attention when he's talking about stuff. But I hear everything. But my mind is always doing these million different things, but I hear these other things. Like, my mind's everywhere, but it might not look like it is. Mm-hmm. And so I always had to remember to be like, when I'd hear him talk, hey, buddy, I hear you. Don't stop talking. I'm listening. Mm-hmm. I want you to know I'm listening. And I would look at him and straight up in his fucking eyes. Right in those opticals.
Right in his fucking eyes.
Right in his fucking opticals. Hey, motherfucker. No, but I would look at him and say, hey, I'm listening. And I would tell Lana the same thing. I'm listening. Don't stop talking. I hear you. And then I would always repeat back what I heard, just so they know that I heard. But that moment he had told me that, like, do I bug you? Like, that broke me, really. Mm-hmm. That broke me deep, bro. To hear that, to think, I'm so that, like, I don't want them to think I'm annoyed by them.
Yeah.
And that's how it felt, right? There was this annoyance that they felt where, like, am I annoying you? Like, they didn't say it that, but, like, just those words that he had said at that moment, like, that's how it felt. Mm. Like, am I an annoyance to you? Do I annoy you? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I that's how I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I'm listening. Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying. Just keep going. So as I get older, to not hear those, like, as much as I want that silence sometimes, there's gonna come up a moment in my life where it's gonna be silent.
Or it's a silent moment. It's a silent time. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna want that. Like, I know I want that, but I don't know if I do. Like, I love my video games. I love doing that stuff. But there's gonna be a moment where it's just like, you know, our kids are gonna have grandkids, and I'm gonna be a grandfather, and it's just like, I'm gonna hear silence, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think I like it, dude. Right? I don't know if I like that idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I love the idea.
And to be clear, I do think that there are appropriate times to say, hey, Dad needs 20 minutes to just decompress or whatever. I do that. I'll come back and we're going to talk, okay? Whatever. You can be honest with your kid. If you're really in a spot where mentally you just need to do something to be able to focus,
and you need to
hear them, that's okay, but I get what you mean. It can become too much a habit of being like, well, now's not a good time. Now's not a good time. Now it's been a month, and it's been nothing but not good times. Yeah, life is going to be chocked full of bad times, not the right time, not having enough money. Your life is never most likely going to line up perfectly with your plans.
Oh, hell no.
Right?
Hell nah.
I'm not saying go out and just let it ride, do whatever. But, I mean, if you've got a plan, if you're sensible, trust yourself. Just go with it, you know? And, give your kids attention, man. They need it.
Like JJ, when he would say that, like I said, the other day he did that. I want to say it was this morning. He was talking about some admin abuse or something about his game, but I'm, like, sitting there trying to get the stove working, because we don't have a stove right now. We don't have a fucking microwave. We don't have a sink. Mm-hmm. If anybody who's out there has ever lived through a remodel, it sucks. Mm-hmm. We got to do dishes in the bathroom. You know, wash your dishes in the toilet. Please tell me how that fucking feels. It sucks. You ever eat your fucking soup with shit on it? No, you haven't, because
I really
it
hope
sucks.
You haven't.
No, you haven't. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, washing your fucking your bowls and your shit in fucking the bathtub. It's not the greatest, obviously.
Sure.
So we're in the moment right now in our remodel where we don't have a sink. We don't have a fucking dishwasher. We don't have stoves. Mm-hmm. So Lisa's using the flat stoves that plug in, the like flat burners.
Oh, yeah.
So she's trying to get that going. JJ's talking to me. I'm trying to get her going as he's talking to me. Then like Leo, he comes up and Leo's a good kid. So he's the really thing about him. He's very respectful. He says good morning to everyone, right? So he's trying to say good morning to his brother, and JJ's like, you know, like, all of a sudden I'm not listening, and then I'm like, So, like, Alicia had talked to him because he's having his fit or whatever. So later on, after I get everything going, I go in there and I'm like, "Hey, like, remember I told you I told you I was listening.
Mm-hmm.
So you had told me about this because I'll repeat back what they have told me
Mm-hmm.
because it reiterates the fact that I am listening.
You really were listening, yeah.
I'm listening.
Just saying.
Okay, you were just telling about the Silent Voice movie, about this YouTube video you watched. I told you I was listening to just keep talking, but you kind of like you left. Oh, I didn't hear that. He goes, I'm like, well, I told you I was listening. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was this YouTube video? So he starts explaining. I can tell. You ever get those defeated moments where, say you're talking to your wife, and this is the only way I can relate to this because this is exactly how it felt. You're talking to your wife, and your wife maybe does something or say something where it kind of defeats you from the moment you're trying to like explain something.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, whatever, and then she wants you to keep explaining, and you're just like,
But why?
like
care.
fine, like you know, the bulb was green,
Yeah.
the grass was fucking purple. Like, you know, you have this like you just don't fucking care about it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like JJ had that about him, and I was like, well, what was the video we're talking about? Go back. Can you go back to the YouTube video? He's like, well, maybe. And he starts going back, and I'm like, well, like, okay, well, tell me about this, bro. Well, you know, I told you I was gonna listen. It's like, and then I can see that he was like it was starting to
He's
come
getting
back.
more animated. Yeah.
Yeah, because at first he was just like, oh, you know, the light was off. You know, the raven, you know, it was dead. And I'm just like, bro, what are you fucking talking about? Bro, could I get some
This
fucking
is what you're telling me
animated?
about?
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You know, do you know what I'm saying though?
Well, I was listening.
But have you ever been in those moments where you're like you're excited telling your wife something and like she might say something and it just kind of like
Deflates it.
deflates
Yeah.
it and you're just like, eh.
Yeah, and I know.
You know, I just, you know, I put the rope up and I put my neck in the noose.
Whatever, I'll burn the building down, but that's okay. the old
Yeah, I hung myself and it was cool. Whatever. Yeah. No, I you know, like,
You saw
I
Office
jumped
Space,
off the
right?
bridge and like, it snapped my neck and I died. It was cool. Whatever. Yeah, I saw Office Space though,
is
bro.
great with Milton
Oh,
Wallace.
yeah, stapler.
Well, I want to make sure I have a piece of cake. So I keep passing him down.
You know,
Like,
he's
so
off.
they're gonna end up-
You know that was like based off of Dilbert,
Oh, I could see that. I think I did
the
hear that.
comic.
Yeah, I
Like,
could see
yeah.
that. That's funny.
But no, JJ. Like after he told me that, I kind of was like, well, where's this YouTube video? Like, okay, oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, like I'll mention things to him because. Yeah, there's times when these kids are talking to me and I don't hear everything, but there's things I like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure to remember in my brain, so when I repeat things back to them, it might not be exactly what they had told me the whole time.
But it's the
there'll be something there that they said that I'll throw out there, and they'll be like, yeah, no, yeah, you're right, yeah, like what I told you about, like, you know, the hamster when he fucking the gun, yeah, I remember that, yeah, okay, yeah, I told you I was listening, bro. Yeah, the hamster with the gun. Remember you was telling me about the hamster with the gun?
Look,
He's like, oh,
everybody knows about the hamster with the gun. People love the gun. Come on.
yeah, come on, you know he was in the wheel with the gun. He had the AK-47. Everyone knows
He was
about
one
that.
of the rappers. Everybody knew it.
But I don't know. Being a parent, I don't think there's a moment. I think I get where my brother was coming from. Because I think I was there at one point in my life where financially you want to be stable.
Yeah.
But what is that? What does that look like?
Well, and I think I know.
Right? No, what does that look like though?
Financial stability. I think it's an idea.
It doesn't look like
it's
nothing.
an idea.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
So like
There is no financial security
well,
because you can lose your finances
in time.
in an illness. Yeah, in anything.
See, that's the thing. Like my brother has a house.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing pretty well.
He's actually doing better than many.
He's eating.
young people
He
today.
has food. Like the way they're living, they're stable financially. Like they might not be living, because in your head, your financial stability might be, I need a fucking Mercedes and a Porsche right now.
Well, right. That's it. Your priorities are going to change, but they were going to change anyway because guess what? The expensive car, the cool car, isn't the car you're going to want with a little kid.
No.
You're not going to want an expensive car to get ruined, so you're going to choose the minivan. You know, like, I mean, there's just there's natural.
I would fucking love a minivan. Lisa does not want a one.
Blanca does not either, and I
would
cool.
roll one.
Now we're to the point where it's like, yeah, we really wouldn't need one, but. No, I mean that's the thing though. Is
I would
like,
rock a minivan so
there
hard.
are definitely extra expenses. I mean, it is another mouth to feed, but you know, there's a lot of things that you're not doing anymore too.
Exactly.
You know, like there are certain things. Like if you're a young person that's going to become a parent, you were like running out to do to the bars all the time, and you stop doing that and have a kid. Guess what? You're not spending money on
the bars.
If you're a decent parent, not running out all the time and spending money on booze. So.
You know, I used to love, like for me, I used to love prostitutes, but once I had a kid,
I don't need them anymore because I'm not going to get sex one way or the other.
That's why I got my fucking left and right hand.
There you go.
Easy. I'm saving myself $200 a month.
But that's, I mean, all joking aside, that is kind of
what it is, though.
What it is your life shifts and
it is.
The economics kind of do work out. I'm not saying it's not expensive. I'm just saying it's not all upfront. The diapers are expensive. They do add up. But that's the thing. As a parent,
especially if you're a good parent, I'm not saying this is how all parents are.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a decent, good, fucking, just like you want your kid to be well, you're going to come through these moments where it's like, you know, maybe things are hard. They seem like, it seems like you're doing life by the fucking seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're struggling. You're going through these weird steps, or you're going through these like if you're listening to our podcast, maybe you're going through like step one where you're just, oh my God, you know, I don't got a job, and you know, like I'm over here and I'm struggling and this and that, but like as you get older, you're just as you go through life, you're always with your kids. You're always gonna feel that way. You could have like I feel like I have a decent job,
mm-hmm.
right? I make decent money.
Mm-hmm.
I do well for my life,
mm-hmm.
but I also feel like I don't provide well for my family.
Well, and that's a lot of
that's always gonna feel that way. It doesn't matter where you are in life. Was what I'm trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
Is you're always going to have this feeling, especially if you're trying to be a good parent and try to be a good person, you're always going to have this feeling that you're not doing good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think a lot of the problem
you got to know you are doing
we
good
live
enough.
in a very materialistic culture.
Yeah.
So doing well by your children has less to do with the time you spend with them and more to do with the crap that you buy for them.
Yeah.
And I think if you really are honest, any of us in society, your kids are going to be a hell of a lot healthier if you're engaged with them and giving them your attention than if you buy them the coolest toy and have the nicest car and the biggest house.
You know, that was crazy about that movie that I was watching, Parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking about 89. So there's a point where they're talking about like Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this one guy who was like, hey, just put him in front of the TV. He's fine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff we do now.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him the phone.
Mm-hmm.
What? I haven't watched YouTube. They're fine.
Beep, 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 beep.
Right?
1989, yeah. No, for real. Yeah.
Hey, so-and-so's playing Nintendo. They're fine.
Yep.
Like, I look at Alicia and I really go, you know, there's a lot of relevance to this movie 100%. Now.
Parenting and kids have not changed.
Like I'm telling you, there was a point.
Circumstances have, but kids and adults are the same as we've always been, you know?
Like you can tell, like the dad, so it shows different dads, but like Steve Martin, his character, there's points where you can see he's kind of reminiscing when he was a kid and how he felt and the anxiety maybe he felt. Because I think that's what it is actually. Before anxiety was what it is now,
mm-hmm.
I really think this movie kind of deals with that, right?
Recognizes it, yeah.
They don't say it's anxiety, but when you watch the movie, you're like, that's anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a moment where he's feeling like he's kind of like thinking about the past, but things are happening right now because remember he just heard about the roller coaster. And so, like, he sees his wife laughing, and then he's like, oh, my fucking God, things are happening at this play. Like, my kid's going crazy. Like, my daughter's going, oh. And, like, he feels like he's on this roller coaster, and the way they do the movie and the way they do the shot, it feels like you're on this roller coaster with him. And then it kind of plateaus, and then you hear tick, 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 where it kind of, like, mellows out when you're coming to the end of the roller coaster. And you see him smile. You see him look at his wife. He sees her, the smile she has on her face, and then he's just looking at her, and he just stops, and he just starts smiling, and he's laughing, and he's just like, he gets it. Mm-hmm. You see in that moment, he gets it. And when he gets it in those moments, and when, like, you see that, for me, when I saw that part, like, something about that choked me up a little bit, where I was just like, I understood.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, I might joke about stuff, but I feel like I'm pretty emotional. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'll tell people how I feel. But, like, yeah, no, like, there's that moment where you see that and you're just like, I get it. I get it. But so, switching gears, still talking about relationship stuff. So I was getting my hair cut. The guy that does my hair, he was asking about our podcast. I was telling him what we're about. I was telling him how you're like my best friend and you're my ex-wife's husband and this stuff. He's like, well, that's crazy, whatever. Well, he, like, after I was doing my haircut, he actually subscribes to it. So shout out to Art.
Nice.
Good shout out. He does a phenomenal.
Nice.
He does a good job with my hair. But all that aside, what was I going to talk about?
You had brought up before you're going to talk about
jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Yeah.
So me and Alicia were talking about this, and I don't know how this got brought up, and I don't know when this got brought up, but we were talking about jealousy, and the only reason I bring this up is because as much as Tom and I are similar, there's things with us that are very opposite. Tom is very much more a jealous person than I am.
Sure.
Like, you have a more jealous streak than I do.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, like, with Alicia, when I'm asking her, like, what does it look like to you for someone to be jealous? Because I don't understand jealousy. Like, I get it, but there's, like, I feel confident in not only my relationship with her, but, like, I feel confident with myself, even though, like, there's times I don't. It's crazy because, like, there's a lot of times I really don't care for myself. Like, I don't like myself, right? And I've brought that up in past podcasts. And these are podcasts that probably never been released. But there's mental issues that I've dealt with myself where I don't like myself, right? But, like, I feel like when it comes to jealousy, I'm not a jealous person. So I'm telling Alicia, like, how does that work? Right? Like, how does that look for you? How does jealousy look? She's like, well, kind of like, what if, I'm, like, dressing up and I'm going out somewhere. I'm like, oh, girl, he's wearing just, like, fucking... Whatever she was wearing wasn't nothing to be jealous about. She laughed so hard because I go, girl, what the fuck is you wearing? I'm trying to be jealous. She starts laughing so hard because she's like, bro, we need a fucking camera in our car because that's so funny. Because it's like, she's just wearing like yoga pants and fucking socks. I'm like, okay, and what am I supposed to be jealous about? Like, how does that look for you? Like, how does jealousy look for you?
I mean,
like, what is it about jealousy?
Jealousy's never a pretty look. But
well, not like what? So, like, what gets you look like? I guess what it is. What is it for jealousy for you? Like, what gets you jealous? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it about Blanca that makes you jealous? Is it
so?
That's
think
where I'm trying to figure out, I guess.
for me is, and this is, I think, where I'm coming at with Elliot, wanting him to learn to do things like for himself. Thanks.
Yeah.
I like myself. I'm comfortable with myself, but where I'm opposite from you, I don't know. I think because I didn't stand up for myself when I was younger, I have a feeling of I'm not good enough.
Okay.
I always kind of have this sense of like there are people just innately better than me.
Yeah.
And I don't live in that. I don't really believe it, but I'm like constantly surprised when somebody genuinely likes me or thinks that I'm smart or thinks that I'm
Yeah, but
valuable in
what
some
brings up
way.
the jealousy in you?
The jealousy is when I think my wife
Legitimately like someone else?
No, it's not even that. It's just
Like
I think it just comes from me
do you think it's
getting this angry sense of like I'm not as good as this other person.
okay? That's what I was gonna.
And I think it's
Do you feel like it's like something within you more than it is with
100%? It's all my
like is it a confidence thing? Because that's what I was trying to
it's
tell
all
Lu-
insecurity. Absolutely.
which I get that.
I mean love.
So like for Alicia, like when she talks about shoot, I'm like I was asking her like, I know you want me to be more like jealous, but what does that look like?
Mhm.
Like what does that mean? Because I don't understand, and I don't want to, and I don't want to look like an asshole because I don't
think she
understand.
wants jealousy. I don't think anybody really wants jealousy. I think the thing is
And it's not, and that's what I got.
what
She doesn't
Blanca
want.
likes about me being a jealous person, and I think I am.
Is that you showed this
down over-
emotion that you want her,
It's
and that's it.
I
That's
get-
her.
That worked up over the idea of her with somebody else, and that shows
Yes.
how much I really do care. It's a reaction.
Yeah.
It's a response, and I think that wasn't very helpful
No.
for my mind. Like that she liked the jealousy. That wasn't great. And I don't just live in jealousy. It's
No,
not
no.
like I'm always jealous.
No,
but
no, that makes sense.
You know.
Because so for like Alicia, it's like when I asked her that, I'm like, hey, so what does that look like for you? And she's like, well, like, kind of like in that sense, like,
Mhm.
well, I want you to be like in the sense where you're like jealous, or I'm like, but you don't. What do you do that makes me jealous? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what? Like, it's not like you doing. You don't like sometimes, and I love Blanca, I love you guys. And I don't mean that, and I don't love her in the sense that I'm in love with her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
You told me I'm a jealous guy. You better watch out.
but like, she'll do things that like she knows that makes you jealous, right? Because
Yeah. To be funny.
like I like for me when I told Lisa, I was like, well, what does jealousy look like? Like I want to know.
Mhm.
And she's like, well, I want you to know. I want to know that you're jealous if I do this. I'm like, well, like what? Like,
Mhm.
what if I dress? I'm like, well, if I'm dressed up and I'm going out, I'm like what though? Like, what are you dressed to? Like slutty or what? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, yeah. I might say something, but like, look at like you're dressed up. You're just dressed in fucking sweats. Like,
What's there to be jealous of?
I'm not jealous. Like, but like also I'm like, I go, yeah. I think I have low self-esteem about myself, and I might like not like who I am, and that's innate for a lot of people who know me. Is like I don't really care for the person I am,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I'm very. This is where it makes no sense for me. It's like I don't like me, but I also know that I'm not a bad person,
Mhm.
right? Like, let's get that clear.
Mhm.
I might not like who I am, but I also know I'm a good person.
Mhm.
So I don't get jealous in the sense where I don't think she'll do better than me, and it's not like a confidence thing where I think I'm better than someone.
It's not an ego thing. It's
not.
It's a self-confidence.
Like I know I'm a good person.
You're in a good place for yourself.
Like I know I'm
with-
good. I know like we have a good relationship. I know things are great with us. So I'm not like jealous in the sense where I think she's gonna find someone else. And if she talks about, for me, if she talks about like a famous person or someone that's on TV, yeah, I guess I get a little jealous. But at the same time, I know realistically, they're never gonna fuck. They're never gonna get together. I know she's never in her life gonna fucking stroke Mark Wahlberg's cock. I know that's never gonna happen. So I don't get jealous for those moments when I maybe should. So like, I'm trying to understand how jealousy works, because I want her to know that I love her and I do care about her, and I do. There's moments where I don't want her to think that I don't want her.
So
those are the things that
I gotcha.
I tell her that, like, I want you. I just don't want you. I don't ever want you to think I don't care.
Violent jealousy. I want to be very clear about this. Non-violent jealousy is a very passionate emotion.
I don't want to choke them to death. Just almost to death.
Bro, that I saw a video.
Mark Wahlberg. I just want to choke you a little bit.
Okay. Real quick pivot. There was this video game clip, really short. I don't remember the name of the game, but apparently, like, the whole point was to talk your way out of things. Okay. Some medieval game, and I guess they just like fixed it, because there's literally this clip that they pull up, and he's like, "Hey, like, you know, I'm taking you into custody or whatever," and he's like, "For what?" And he's like, "You just strangled that woman," and he goes, "No, let me explain," and he's like, "All right," and he goes, "I went up behind her to give her a hug, and then I put my arm around her because I hear women like that." And he goes, "Really?" It's like, "Yeah, well, it startled her, and that startled me, and, well, what happened, happened." He goes, "Well, I'll let you go this time." It's like, that is ridiculous. But, no.
But that's how it is.
So, but I think that's the thing, is just like a sense of that passion still there. When you're married, we've been married about, around the same amount of time.
See, that's the thing.
You're a decade in. You know each other well. Like, we've talked about this. The guy in the movie that's like the whatever exciting guy, he's only exciting because you don't know him that well, right?
So, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I feel like with Alicia and I, like, she doesn't have any like room to say that there's not this excitement, because she knows that I'm like, she's constantly having to tell me to stop touching her, because I constantly touch Alicia. I constantly like grab at her, or I'll do things, or I'm like, I'm a very, very not sexual, but I'm very
intimate, or
I'm a very intimate person. I'm a physical. My physical
touch is your love language.
That's my love language. Okay. I gotta touch. I need to touch you. And so she knows.
My hand.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, she knows that, like, when I'm grabbing her and doing stuff, it's not like I'm trying. Like, there's times where I'm doing that, but I'm not trying to be sexual. I want her to know that, like, I want you. So she knows that she knows that I want her. There's nothing. So if she ever says, like, "You never say you win," I'm like, I want to smack her up. Like, no, bro. Like, you're tripping if you ever think that I don't want you, because like I think I do quite a bit to show you the other. I either text you those things, or I physically do those things to show you that I want you. So I don't know, but then when she brings up the jealousy thing, that's where I feel like, well, how do I do that? How do I make that happen where I want her to think that's okay? Like, I don't understand how to be jealous. I've never been a jealous person, so I don't understand how jealousy works. I like legit, and I don't mean this in any type of way. Blanca knows that I've never been a jealous guy. Like, I don't have that bone in me where I'm just like, I don't know if it's, maybe I'm confident in myself. Like, motherfucker, I am so just the best, bro. Like, you can't even be better than me. bitch.
Yeah.
You can't ever be better than. I'm so good. Like, Jesus who? Jesus who? Oh, he gave how much to fucking people with bread and fish? I'll give him twice that much. Bet. You know, like I don't know if it's a comment thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and that's not a bad thing. That's the thing is like jealousy.
I don't know how jealousy works. I don't want it to be a bad thing.
I do think that jealousy unchecked is corrosive. I think jealousy is not a good thing. I think the energy of jealousy, the passion of jealousy can be a good thing if it's done in a good way. And I definitely don't always do it in a good way. I can get very worked up. Luckily, we're older now. I don't do it as often. But if there's triggers, and like she knows my triggers, and sometimes she will purposely say things to put me in that mental space.
See, that's the funny thing. She knows that it's gonna get you
out of it. And,
she knows, But Alicia knows that, like, because she had said this today. She's like, I can't do that to you. I can't say something. I'm like, well, if you put your hair in a certain way, and it's like the way she puts her hair in a certain ponytail, and I was like, that's why you got your hair in a slutty little ponytail. Like, that's your slutty ponytail. Like, why you got it like that? She's like, what are you talking about? Like, that's your slutty ponytail.
Yeah.
Why you got it like that? So I always tell her, like, I know I get jealous to a point. Like, I have a little bit of jealousy. But, like, I don't have that. Like you get, like, you can get jealous. Where you're just like, grr. Like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I won't hit her or anything.
No, you never would.
Because
you get fucked up.
Whatever, fuck that.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
But, no, you get this jealousy streak about you.
Yeah.
And I always just, like I said, like, I'm just like, oh, how does that work? I don't understand. Like, I don't want to.
It just is. I mean, it's not a thing that.
Well, I tell her, like, so
that's the thing is, like, if you're not jealous, you're not jealous.
Well, this is the thing that I don't like, and I don't want guys to be guys who are like me to be discouraged, where they think that something's wrong with them, because like I love my wife with all my heart. I will fucking do what I can, and I will lay my life on the line for her. I'll do what, you know what I mean? I'm fucking people up for her, right? But when people jealousy or whatever, like I get these, like these what do they call them? I don't know. But anyway, when I get talked about being like jealous or something, like I'm not like that jealous where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, I can't wait. You breathe next to that motherfucker? Oh my god! You think you're gonna keep working where you're at? Oh hell, I bet that's not gonna happen.
Abusive person. That's
yeah. Oh, you want to keep working at that bank? That's not happening with me. You know what I mean?
You put the towel in the wrong spot.
yeah. Like, I'm not that person.
Well, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
For the record, neither am I.
Well, no, you're not. But like, I don't understand how people are jealous in the sense where it's just like, I don't get jealous like that. Where I'm just like, I don't. You know what? If you're gonna look at fucking this guy, like, fuck him. Like, yeah, I already know you're coming home to me. One, I'm very confident in that. All right, like I guess I have a confidence about me that it's really weird. I guess I'm weird. I guess that's what it is, because I'm very I'm a person who doesn't like myself. I'm very not confident who I am. I'm very I have a low self-esteem, but like I'm also confident in myself. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. Does
that make sense?
That a little bit. Are you confident, like physically? Are you confident? Like, what are the areas of you that you're confident about, and what are the areas?
I feel like I'm a good person confidently. Okay. I think I think that's where a lot of my confidence comes from. Is
Okay.
I know I'm a good person.
Like you're innately worthy.
Yeah, I
as
feel like
the
I'm
type of person.
I might not be like the most hot person on earth, which I'm cool with, whatever. But I also know I'm like, I know I'm a good person. I know I have a lot to offer in that sense. Where I was like, when I hear Alicia go, you're a good husband. I just want you to know that. She'll tell me that. Like today, she told me that when we were going to Costco. Hey, I love you so much. You're a good husband.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good man to me, and I was just like, oh, I love you, thank you. But also, I kind of like, part of me kind of was like, yeah, I know I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
But also, part of me is like, oh, thanks. Like, I don't know how to react to it. Also, like, because a lot of times, like I said, like I don't feel good about me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I've worked on for years. You know that. Like anybody who's ever done a podcast with us knows that. Like, especially if I drink like crazy. Like, there's times where I just don't feel confident in myself,
Mm-hmm.
and that has nothing to do with anyone at all.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel like there's times I feel like the worst father on earth.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was going through a phase with that not that long ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I felt like a really shitty dad. But like, for the most part, like I don't know.
So I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
I'll be vulnerable.
I don't even know what
I'll
I'm talking
talk
about right now.
realistically about my jealousy, and it's not an attractive quality.
Sometimes it is though.
Yeah. As a kid, okay, I had and still have a dented chest. I don't know what the name of it is. It's some big long medical name.
Like it right here.
Yeah, I have a dent in my chest, which
Or you can
I've
put like
learned to not.
tennis ball in it.
I'm fat now, so it doesn't really
Bro,
matter.
you ain't that fat.
But when I was a kid, it really bothered me.
I had a friend named Ed that had a dent in it.
Okay. So that wasn't normal or perfect as a kid, and that really bothered me.
Yeah.
I had ADD as a kid, a diagnosed case, and that really bothered me. I just had things about me that I always felt like made me not as good, or made me like flawed or a default,
Something different.
a defective person.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know. I think that I grew up always with like never felt like I really liked the way I looked. Never really. I just felt like if I saw myself in the mirror, especially a photo, I would look at myself and just see the absolute worst light of my image. It's like, I'm hoping it's like that body dysmorphia where I don't really look as bad as I think I do.
And it
But
is.
You're
a handsome feller.
Thank you so much.
I'd fuck.
I don't. Now, see, I'm over it now. I feel so much better. No, but it's like I don't live in that anymore. There was a time I did. Now I'm at an age where A, I just don't give a shit anymore. But B, I intellectually know that that's not the case.
Yeah.
But there's the boy part.
But part of you still
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That will never outgrow that. I will always.
I'm there. I'm with you.
Unworthy sense or a self. I
have a self-doubt in
There's
yourself.
one half of me that loved the stories of the founding fathers and was like, I'm going to be president someday. And there's this other part of me that's like, you are the ugliest, dumbest, most worthless person.
So much hotter than Trump. You're so much hotter than Trump.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like one of those things where I think there's a part of me that really just thinks like, I am so lucky to even have you. So,
Yeah, like, no, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
I get
if I can't lose you.
Yeah.
Which
the jealousy
really psycho.
No,
it sounds like I'm like, I will kill you if you leave. And
no. So I can see where the jealousy kind of sparks up, where you're like, you're trying to do all you can to be like
compete with that.
You're like, I can't compete with Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
you think everyone's Henry Cavill
and in my mind, like she is a movie star. Like she's yeah. And I know you feel the same way about Alicia. So it's like,
but I get what you're saying.
It's not rational. It's not
based
crazy? On a rational mind. You know what I mean?
Like, it is. Yeah. But you know what's crazy?
Oh.
And I know this is how my wife looks at me, and I can see this is how Blanca looks at She legit looks at you the same way as you might look at her or this movie star. Aspect like she loves
zero doubt.
She loves the fact that you get jealous.
I know.
Let's not get that wrong.
I know.
She loves that because like I said, when I was with I don't have this jealousy. I don't understand how jealousy works. And I don't mean that in a mean way, and I don't mean that in a...
Oh, I'm happy that you don't, because it's not...
Well, no, because...
not an appealing thing.
It is, though, because there is
It's a curious thing.
I think there's an aspect of jealousy that is nice for a woman, and I can understand what...
Yeah, but, boy, you better be with the right guy, because jealousy can go
like
back.
Alicia,
I mean,
like she said, she knows... Alicia... There's the thing about my wife. She knows, and and there's nothing she can say that she can never say that she doesn't know. Mm-hmm. She knows that I am 100% like I want her. Mm-hmm. She knows this. She knows that like I'm just like, like my lust for her is deep, right? But she like also wants this jealousy thing, right? Mm-hmm. And so I would ask her, like, how does that work? Because I want to know, because I don't want you to think... Because the last thing I want is to my wife to ever question if I think she's a beautiful, hot, attractive woman. Right? And I think a lot of times when people aren't jealous... I can see how your woman can think that, right?
Like, why aren't you more upset about this?
Like this dude just slapped me in my butt. Like, oh, this guy just put his finger in my pussy. And you're just like,
this man just sexually assaulted me. Why aren't you more upset?
Why are you jealous? You're like, okay, like, and he did what? Okay, big deal. Anyway, did you pay the car payment though?
Big deal. We got bills. Again, life just works out. I mean, you just go with
kidding.
It.
I would be fucking livid. So if any guy fucking touched my wife, I would be livid and I would fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like that's just how that would go. But like there's just a point where it's just like,
yeah.
I was trying to figure out how jealousy works because I don't ever want my wife to feel like she's less than an amazing woman. Just like any guy who has, like you. Mm-hmm. You don't want your wife to feel that way.
No.
No guy wants them to feel that way.
Well, and I constantly screw up with words I say, and I make her upset, and
And I'm constantly telling Alicia where I'm telling her, like, oh, you're so beautiful. I love you. You're so hot. Oh, my God.
So today
I just want to suck my dick across your face. Like, I want to say those things. I say those things to her all the time, and she, like, loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't love it more.
Yeah.
If the kids ever see this, just, this is great.
Scroll back.
We had a moment today after the funeral. So we went to the funeral home, and we saw the service there. We went to the graveside, and we're driving in the graveside. We're in the cemetery where my family's buried and where her family's buried.
Which one was this one?
It's the one on 10th and Union.
Oh, okay.
So all of her family get buried there, and all of my family get buried there. And there was this moment sitting next to her in the car looking at her, and we both love these same people. Like, she's gotten really close to this technically cousin of mine. She feels more like an aunt, but it's her mother-in-law that passed.
Okay.
And so she's really close to her, and they'll like text meme jokes and stuff. Meme, not mean, but
I get what you're saying.
Jokes to each other.
Piece of shit.
They're really mean to each other.
So mean.
But they'll text each other all the time, and like they've really gotten close. And I love both her and her husband. They're great people that I've been close to.
Yeah, Richard is hella cool.
And I'm just driving with my wife in the car, and I'm thinking like, we are definitely going to be together forever. It's just one of those moments where it was so clear. I'm like,
bro,
I'm with the right person.
You know what's crazy?
We're going to be in this cemetery together someday.
You know what's crazy to me? I want to smack you because I already know that.
No, I know. And I never questioned it, but the moments where the mental becomes just like
I get it.
Physicalized version of reality where it's like your mind opens and you're like, we're really doing this.
No, yeah.
Like,
so I had a dream like the other day, and I can't remember the dream exactly, but I just remember Alicia was like either upset or something, and it just made me really. I don't know what the dream was, but Alicia was like, it felt real. We'll just say that. It was in the sense I was just like, fuck, this is my woman for life, right? Like this is my ride or die. Just like you said.
Yeah.
You already know this is where you guys will be, right? That's kind of how it felt. Where it's just like, okay, shit, this is it,
Right.
and so I get it. Like it's a nice feeling, right?
It is. I mean, it just was a time where, it was a deep day. There was a lot going on, and but just to be with that person and to know that your family loves this person, that we spent the whole day for the most part. It started at 2, and we were it started at 2, and then we were pretty well with them. Well, no, the service started at 1, so we were with them kind of like from 1 all the way through 6, and it was super nice to be around everybody. I love the whole.
Well, that's kind of like how we were like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you have those moments where you're like, I'm so happy this person's with me here. Like we've made it.
We're sharing a moment, yeah.
And we're sharing this life. There's no untangling us from each other. Like we are in so deep.
I can't remember what was being talked about. Somehow you guys got brought up, and your guys' relationship, the way it's just different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me knowing Blanca for the 20 plus years I've known her,
right?
Seeing the happiness on her face, I don't know what it was, but like I just remember saying like, oh well, no, those two are like they're so happy, like that's her person, like.
Well, and
it legit it brought this like joy to me. Right, and which is weird, right?
Well,
because
no,
obviously this is my ex-wife.
Yeah,
You're
but I
my
think
friend, but
close enough.
But like I don't know what it was, but like this brought this joy to me where I was just like, no, like that's her person. Like she's like she's happy, like I'm happy. Said. Like I don't know what it. I can't. I wish I could remember exactly what had happened, but it just like everything was just like it just kind of like came together where it was just like perfect, where it's like I'm happy, you're happy, she's happy, Alicia's happy,
right?
Look,
everything, dream come true, right? Like because
I was just like, oh my god, like no, that's just like I love it. I love it.
Like I
love that you make. So
this
her
is
happy.
The funny thing. I've always been a jealous person in certain ways, but I was never jealous when it came to you.
I hope not.
I wasn't. We've talked about this before. I knew that you existed, obviously. I met Elena, right?
This guy.
But I was very nervous about meeting you in the sense of like, all right, I don't want to be like this guy to think I'm a douche or a bad guy. Yeah. Like, I felt the pressure of like making a good impression to you.
Who is this?
And all this, like, because there are people that just are like, no, like F you, like I'm with her now.
Nah.
I never, but I think it was because
I was always cool with you.
You were not this. Yeah, I mean, you were just super polite and kind and nice, and you made me feel like you were okay with me being there. You let me be a stepfather figure to your daughter, even though like who the hell was I?
Well, no, I think what it was, and I think this is something like other guys in my situation. I want you guys, any guys that are in the situation that I've been in, where you maybe your exes or something, or with a significant person or whatever, because let's be real, you've been with other bitches, so don't act like you're just this perfect fucking person, because it's not true. And I think a lot of guys, they struggle with that. I think a lot of guys struggle with the fact that like, oh no, I'm so perfect, but then their baby mamas is with some dude. It's like, no, well, you gotta be okay with that, because you're gonna be fucking some chick. Right? And that's cool, right? But like when it came to you and I found out who you were, and I don't know how it came about. Like I can't remember. Anyway, just the moment I knew you as who you are, and I felt you for who you
The aura
are.
of the person.
Just you, just Tom. I don't care what it was. I don't care if you were fucking smoking a fucking cigar or I don't know what it was, but I just could see this happen.
That was it. That was the day.
Well, no, there was just this happiness that I seen on Blanca's face, and I can just there's just something I sense.
And you
about.
feel like you see that all the time with her.
I do. I know there's times where she's maybe upset with you, and I get that. Our wives are that.
Life.
That's her wives, right? But she's also she loves you without thought.
Mm-hmm.
She loves you unconditionally. She loves you. There's a love for you that she has that I've never seen with her. And I love that about her. And I love that she loves you that way. And I love that she has such confidence in you, and that she just has this, she just can feel herself with you, right? She can be herself with you.
Yeah, that's one of those beautiful, kindest things I've ever heard stated. And
yeah,
it's
like
not a joke. I mean that. Thank you.
and I legit mean that. Like, you have this way to make her feel a type of way she's probably never felt. And I love that, and I think that's something I loved from the get. Like, I seen the happiness you brought on her, and that brought me such joy. Like, I know, like, as a ex dad or whatever, like, I should be jealous, and yeah, maybe there is a jealousy there. There was a jealousy at one point where I was like, why couldn't I have done that? But, like, there was a reason, right? There was a reason I wasn't that guy. But there was also a reason I was Elena's dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? There's a reason I was who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I seen that you made both them happy. And that was something I had told you from the get-go. I'm glad you made them happy. And that's something I will stick to till the day I fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I seen that you made them happy. And that's something that I had to swallow, right? Because as a man, you want to make your family the happiest they can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to swallow that pride and just be like, you kind of make my ex-wife happy, but you also made my daughter happy. Like, there's a pride in that. There's something that you got to kind of swallow in that where it's just like, that sucks. Yeah, you got to swallow.
Yeah.
But also, I gotta realize that, like, I still make my daughter happy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things even to this day that I think I don't think I'm that greatest dad, like, and Alicia knows this. Like,
You're a good fucking dad, dude.
Well, no, I know this. Like, I know Alicia will tell me stuff, but, like, I have this expectation inside my brain that I gotta fucking work at. And I think a lot of men, not just me, but just men in general, there's this expectation within ourselves that we gotta fucking work at, or we think we need to be better than that. We think we're failures as a parent when we're doing well. Mm-hmm. We gotta realize that we're doing well. Like, there's times where I feel like I'm just this fucking failure of a dad. I'm a failure as a parent. I'm a failure as a husband. I'm a failure as a friend. I'm a failure as just a human, right? Mm-hmm. And I have those feelings, and I feel that way. I've been feeling that way for the last, like, month, right? That's just how I feel. But I gotta also realize that that's just not how it is, right?
Do you know?
I don't know what it is.
Any catalyst to it? Like, is
I think that's just
kind of like an ebb and a flow of.
I think that's what it is, an ebb and a flow. I think that's just something that I gotta kind of work through. You got therapy that people deal with, or whatever. There's things I got to deal with myself. there's just, I don't know. There's just things where it's, I look at it and I'm like, okay, I can't think that way. Right?
Okay.
I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person. I was listening to some music that I really love by this artist NF, and I was listening to some of the music when we were trick or treating, before we trick or treated, and I was just like, "Fuck, it's kind of sad." I was like this. I super relate to this song, but then I like listen to the song and I'm like, oh shit! I don't want my kids to think of like why does it? I don't want my kids to think like my dad wants to fucking off himself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how the song is, but like the way it sounds is very sad, and it's like I don't want my dad to fucking do that, you know? Like, so I don't know, but you know, as a parent, you learn to vibe with that, and as you grow older, you learn to know. And I really hope parents who co-parent really see that their kids are happy. And that's the thing I think a lot of co-parents miss, right? Is they don't look at the happiness that their kids are having. They don't look at the happiness maybe they're significant. Like I see the happiness you bring to Blanca. I don't think a lot of co-parents see that.
Right.
And they don't recognize that. And that's such an importance that people do not really feel, and they don't look at, right?
I think
you know
the
what I'm
good
saying?
thing, I totally get it, because sometimes, I mean, there are deep anger and almost hatred for the person that you were with.
For sure.
And you guys have never had that.
Never.
I mean,
I could never.
There's still that love there, and it may not be a romantic love, but it's a love of like.
I don't ever want you to think I'm romantically love Blanca.
No,
but,
I completely understand.
And I totally see this. I love Blanca. Like I love Blanca.
There's a family there.
Yeah.
There's.
If something was to happen to her, I don't want you to ever fucking be weird with the fact that I'm crying, because I love her.
I would.
Like I would be devastated. Like I love that woman.
Yeah.
Like I legit do, and just I might not love her the way you love her.
Well, no, but I get it.
That's the mother of my kid, bruh.
That's the thing, is it's a family. It's that is, you're still a part of her, like with Louie and with Fred.
I love them.
The brothers, and with the whole thing. Like it's just everything just kind of works.
It
like
does.
And hey, I'll be honest with you. You've been sharing some stuff with me that like I didn't know, like how hard it was to see me making Elena happy. We never talked about that before.
Oh, that was tough, bro. That was so hard.
The only time I ever felt jealous with you at all was early on at holidays and stuff, when I was like becoming son-in-law, and I had to kind of navigate the that. It wasn't hard to
No. This was the hardest thing I had to do. So this is where. So I already knew Tom was a good guy. I've known Tom was a good guy from. I can't even remember when. I've just known he was a good guy before. I want to say it was just slightly before you guys got married. I kind of knew something about you was just. I had this trust in you, and I love the fact that you made them both happy. And I think I had told you that.
You had.
I think that was before you guys even got married.
Yeah, it was. It was a baseball game, right, or t-ball game.
And I love that. And you weren't Chris, that piece of shit motherfucker. And if I ever see him, I'm gonna choke him out. I'm gonna fucking. Anyway, you with me? I would fucking be so with you, bro.
Not on a podcast.
On the podcast, bro. I will film it all. Anyway.
Yeah.
But like, what were we talking about?
We were talking about how great I am. What a good person.
You were a good guy to Blanca and Elena.
We were talking about like the holidays and stuff.
Okay. This is what I was gonna get at. So every year they have this thing called a father-daughter dance, and so Blanca had mentioned to me, and I don't know if Tom remembers this. You might not remember what I'm about to tell you.
I think so, but
she was like, "Hey, how do you feel about Tom being involved in this?" And I was like, "Fuck no, I didn't want you And I don't mean that. I don't want to be jerk.
I know.
No, that's not even a jerk thing. Like like there's a thing about it where I just wanted
like it's
this is me and my daughter's thing.
Yeah, right.
But I want to say it was the way I started thinking about it. I was just like, well, fuck. You know, like it dawned on me, like, you know, my daughter. This is a guy my daughter's gonna be involved with, obviously. And this is a guy I'm gonna know him because I'm not gonna let some rando be involved with my daughter that I don't know. Mm-hmm. And if I don't know him like personally, it's whatever. But also at the same time, I remember when Blanca told me that, I was just like, I want to say it was like a week later or 2 weeks later. I was just like, hey. She's like, what? I was like, I'm cool with it. She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you know what? He can. We can just do it together. Like, it's cool with me. So because I feel like it would be nice for her to have both of us there. Like I looked at the positive benefits to have both her dads there. Like I looked at that, right? And that was a very hard thing for me to swallow at that moment in time because I didn't have much going for me. I didn't have a career going for me. There wasn't a lot for me in my life where I just felt like I didn't have a lot to hold on to. And at the moment when I first heard about it, the only thing I had was like, this is my daughter.
Yeah, right.
Like I already, this is all I have. So the more I thought about it, I was just like, fuck him for being a good person. You know, like it pissed me off for him being a good guy. Like that's how it was for me at first. Like I didn't mean it it wasn't in like a mean way. It was just like
you and I were not great friends. Like we
weren't, but like I just knew
people to each other.
I remember I brought it up to you. I said, no, let's do this together.
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
I do remember because I remember when she first called me. I was in the parking lot at work. I pulled in. She goes, I talked to Jesse about you going to the father-daughter dance, and like, whoa, like we did not talk about it beforehand.
Well, yeah, of course.
And she, you know how Blanca is. She's like, well, you should go. Like, I don't know what the problem. I'm like,
because I straight up told her,
and I'm like,
did she ever tell you when I straight up told her, like, no, I'm just going, like, she asked me.
I don't remember what she told me as far as
there was a time where she asked me about it, right? Mm-hmm. And I straight up told her, like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you mean? I was like, no, like, that's our thing. And I straight up said, no, that's Elena and I's thing. Mm-hmm. That's us. Mm-hmm. Like, I get it, but, like, that's our thing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be anybody else. Because for me, it was just, I'm holding on to something I don't.
Yeah.
I just had this thing where I was like, I'm holding on to it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a lot to hold on. And for me, that's what I was holding on to. Is like, this is all I got. Mm-hmm. My daughter might not like me, but this is what I got.
She loved you, dude.
Yeah, but like, but in my head, like, as a parent, like, this is it. Like, I'm holding on to what I can hold on to.
Yeah, yeah.
So when she told me that, that's how my brain works. It's like, nah. Mm-hmm. But then, like I said, later on, as I thought about it, I was like,
fuck this guy.
I can share with them.
Man, we're going deep this time, you guys.
No, yeah. Like, I didn't want to talk about more because that would make me cry right now. Like,
yeah, no. And it's you know, and I totally got it. Like, I told him, like, babe, like, this guy does not have to let me go. Like, she's like, don't you want to go? I'm like, well, I mean, I love Elena. I would be there for Elena, but like, that's not. I would have understood if you said no.
Yeah,
I honestly would have, because I'm like, at that point, Blanca and I had been together for far less than a year.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, you were very kind and very cool to allow me to participate in that, and I will forever be grateful.
Well, I just remember, like, the beginning, how it started, kind of. But I just remember when that got brought up, and I was just like, the first time she brought it up, and I was like, nope. She didn't have to bring it up, but I was already like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hey, yeah, so, and I'm like, nope. She's like, what? I was like, no, this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't have a lot. Like, this is me and her thing. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as I started talking to Alicia, that's actually who brought a lot of stuff to me.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't trying to push it on me,
Mm-hmm.
but Alicia made me realize things that maybe she didn't have with her, with Leo.
Mm.
But there was something about her that she made me realize some things that I was just like, I just remember asking her, what do you think? And she's like, well, what do you think? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, how do you feel about this? And like, she would just kind of like, she wouldn't say do it, but she would like give me these weird examples, and like she would say things the way a woman could say things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She helped you think about it through like this
A different lens.
perspective.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right.
And then I would just be like, yeah, right. And then,
Fuck!
And then eventually I was just like, you're right. And then I was just like, I want her to share these moments with, as much as I want my daughter to share these moments with just me,
Mm-hmm.
that's not fair to her because she's going to share a lot of moments with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so that's when I changed my mind. It was just like, I think Alicia she had said, I wish I can exactly remember how that conversation happened, because she never was like, no, you gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
She had just made things make sense to me.
Right.
And I was just like, fuck. Well, you know what? I need to make, I get where cause I was like, fuck him. Like, he's such a good guy, because like, you want to be good to her,
right.
Alicia, or not Alicia, but Blanca.
Yeah.
You want to make things good for her, and then like, just everything just sounded right, and I was just like, fuck. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think you can be blamed for wanting
It wasn't
on this.
Well, no, it isn't. But like, I think I can see why there's a guy. So I can see why there's guys and relationships where they struggle with communication, where they struggle with just like, you see them fighting all the time, right? Like, yeah, me and you, we have these conversations, and yeah, Blanca might get involved in these conversations, or Alicia, but like, we've never had the moment where we just conversate where we're fighting.
I think it's
like,
yeah, I mean, both sides kind of have to take the roles, right? Like, for me and Elena, I look at her as my daughter.
Of course.
I accept her as like mine, but I'm never going to be her dad.
Exactly.
I'm her Tom. You are her dad.
Yeah. And it's crazy. There's times I don't feel like I'm like the best dad, and I feel like I'm Tom and you're dad to her.
No.
Right? There's those moments though. But
I know
that's
she
what I'm saying.
loves me.
Oh,
I know
Elena loves the fuck out of you.
But I'm very comfortable with who we are. I will always love her as my child, and I'm her Tom, and that's fine.
Well, that's how I am with my stepkids. Like,
yeah.
I know Cheeky, I'm never going to be her dad, or Leo, I'm never going to be his dad, or Sadia. But there's things I do where there's this thing. So, with Sadia is going to be 23 next week. There was a moment where, which I think was just high school. I don't know what it was, but her and Alicia, they weren't getting along. I had to talk to her. Anyway, she moves to her dad's. She comes back home. She's just 180, completely different kid. Things are different, but like later on in life, like she's sending me stuff. Like, I have shirts. I have things like where she's she's looking at me more as her dad
Mm-hmm.
than her own dad. And I don't know how to react to that, right?
Sure.
Like, I'm not trying to, because I was never, my goal, and it's something Alicia knows, my goal, I've told her, like, I'm never here to take over as their parent.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my goal. I'm here for them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. But I'm never going to be here to replace anybody in their life.
Right.
Like, I'm here for them. But I don't want them to think I'm trying to replace anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not the case. Because
Right.
I can't do that.
Right.
I can't replace their dad. I can't replace anybody because that's, you can't replace someone's dad.
Right.
That's just
Right.
how it is.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what. It doesn't
matter
matter if
what.
the guy was never in the picture.
Even if
Like,
it was a piece of shit.
doesn't
Like, you can't
matter.
replace that, right?
that everyone always is going to have a curiosity or a question or
like,
a yearning for their
There was a
biological
point
parent.
there where it was like, her and I didn't have a great relationship, but then I want to say when she was leaving, she wanted to go home with her dad. Like, I had this conversation with her that was pretty upfront and pretty honest, and then about a month later she moved back home. But then 180 changed, and like something about her just changed,
Mhm.
right?
She just grew up a little.
And like even now I ended up being the one she wanted to be the officiant for her marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when she told me that, bro, I cried.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I legit fucking cried like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had sent me one time for Father's Day I have a shirt still hanging in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
You're a great dad. Like, she said, she's always sent me these little things saying how I'm a good dad to her. Like,
Mhm.
how she's looked at me as this father figure, and it broke something inside me,
Mhm.
bro. I don't even know how to explain it, but like something broke in me where I loved it, but at the same time I just like, fuck. Something about me felt like maybe I fucked up as a father.
How is that?
I don't know. It's just how my brain
I'm like,
works.
dude, you did it. You raised this girl, and she's like,
I know.
you were the strong man in my life. Dude, you gotta cut yourself some slack, bro. I think.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
there's something in my brain where like I always have to think there's something I need to do better. Right? There's something or whatever. Like she wanted me to be efficient. I was her efficient. I did a phenomenal job as an
You're
efficient.
great.
I think I did pretty good.
You
I
did
ain't
a
gonna lie.
good job.
But there's always these moments where I'm just like, I could have done better. I could have done this better. Like you just saw.
like a perfectionist.
Like you just said, like I should have done this better. And you were just like, bro, you just
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's
I don't know how you read this differently than like you did it. You won. Like what?
I don't know.
You won the World Series. Your kid loves you. Like,
But that's what
like you didn't get relief when it was like it was all said and done. She's like, you're a great dad, and like, you really got me through all of life's shit.
No, see, that's where my brain always has been. Is just like there's something about life where I feel, and this is something like I've said I'm working on. I'm working on with the kids. Well, maybe not the kids, but like something I hope to work on when this comes up is just like there's times I just feel like I could do better.
Gotcha.
And I see things in JJ where he's just. And it was crazy because I seen this in that movie that we just watched, it's Parenthood. JJ stresses too much. I don't know where he got that from, but then I see it, and I'm like, did he get that from me? Get it from mom? Where did he get it? Why is he stressing? So I always have to, like, hey, I have to bring him back down. Like, hey, come here. It's cool, man. Yeah, you might have got hurt playing this fucking stupid, like, lobotomy game. I don't know. Whatever.
That's why he stresses the lobotomy.
I'm gonna lose half my brain.
Well, I'm honored to be your friend. I love it.
But like he he would stress really hard about it, but now he's like, okay, things are. I stress too much. Like he'll stress about something and then nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, exactly, bro. Like don't stress. Like don't stress yourself out of something that you can't control.
Yeah.
Like legit, I try to tell him the fucking serenity prayer shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can't control the things you can't.
I love that prayer. Yeah.
Like it makes so much sense. Like
it does.
You really
control the things you can and don't control the things you can't.
You can't control the fucking.
Have the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
There's going to be a moment in sports, like I had told him. He's like, "Oh, my get hurt." I'm like, "Hey, bud." He's like, "What?" I was like, "How do you think I felt when I tore my Achilles?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, I tore my Achilles. Like, I didn't want to fucking run again, but I've ran again. I've done pretty decent. Like, like." There's going to be a time. He's like, well, this. I'm like, well, yeah, exactly. Like, but here I am. Mm-hmm. I was like, you can't let those things control you because at the end of the day, like, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, don't let those things control you. Like, life's going to happen to you. It's going to suck. Things are going to happen. It's going to suck. But at the end of the day, you know, like, there's certain things you control and there's certain things you can't control. So just let things come to you as they come to you.
Right.
That's just how it is. And that's how I think life should always be. Mm-hmm. Whether you're fucking learning at 10 or fucking 50.
Learning is learning.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many times have things come up for you where you're just like, well, I just got to let it come as it comes. Mm-hmm. I can't control anything else.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm drunk right now. Can't control anything else.
No control. It just happened.
You know?
Yeah.
I work for the government. Sorry, Trump. Can't do much else. You fucking jerk.
No, it's yeah, no, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I got to say I love doing a podcast with you. I love being your friend.
I love being your friend.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your life.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I love that Elena has someone like you in her life.
So grateful that Elena has her real biological dad.
Well, I'm always going to be here for her. But I'm glad she has you in her life,
You're also a good dad.
I'm decent.
You know, I've seen in my own experience I had two cousins, female cousins that I love dearly, who both had situations where their biological fathers were not involved. Yeah. And they both had amazing stepdads that stood up and were that man. Yeah. And I'm honored to be able to, you know, be a good man for her, but I don't have to be her dad because she has a dad.
But it's nice that you're there, though.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, because I think there's points where like maybe there's things I can't relate to, right? Mm-hmm. But like the fact that she has you isn't that amazing.
4 people though? That's the beauty of her.
That's
having
beautiful.
4 parents. Just she has 4 parents.
Like my daughter, Sadia, like she has. And that's something she knows now. Like she knows she can come to me if she has any issues. She knows, and she has. Mm-hmm. She's straight up just like come to me and
and I get it. Like
it makes me feel good.
She called Blanca and I Theo and Theo one time, and I was like,
"Whoa!" she's such.
I didn't know that you like it so much.
Like something. Once her and Leo got together, like I don't know, something about her changed, and I love it. And she knows that like there's nothing I won't do for her, and she knows that, and I think she senses that. Like there's. To me, and this is something Alicia already knows, and this is something she knows I fucking can't stand. It was when she would be like, my kids. Oh, my kids. My kids.
Look at that.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Elena when she was little, and I was like, don't ever.
What'd you say? She was like, my kids. And she's like, our kids? She goes, my kids. I'm like, they're fucking our kids, dude. She's like, no, they're my kids. I'm like, oh, my fucking God. And she's like, what? I was like, they're fucking our kids, dude. Like I love these kids like they're my kids, and you're sitting there saying they're your kids. Like, no, they're our kids. Like, please stop saying that. Like, like she seen how, like I got pissed off.
You got jealous,
dude. There was a jealousy. There was something it wasn't like like it pissed me off to the fact where I was just like, no, these are. I'm not saying that they're just my kids. Like, oh yeah, I get their dad's involved. I get it. And I also get the fact that he's not the 100% the best dad in the world. I get it. But for me, it's like, I'm here for them 100%.
Mm-hmm.
When they're fucking crying at 30% dad, 100% dad's still here. I might not be their dad, but I can still sense, oh, my daughter's fucking sad for some odd ass reason. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you sad? And so, like, so one of those years for Father's Day, she got me this. She made me a shirt that said something about stepdad. I have it hanging in my closet. Dude, made me so happy, right? Cheeky made me a card or something, or someone made something, and I read it. That motherfucker made me cry.
Yeah.
Grounded. Dude, I straight grounded them.
I'll never leave this house again.
Motherfuckers, you grounded.
You made me cry? That's it.
Did you make me cry? Yeah, I made you cry. Did you? Yeah. We're grounded. What do you mean? You're grounded. Anyway, next kid. Oh, you made me cry? Grounded.
Damn.
You gonna make me cry? Tom's grounded too.
How dare you?
Tom's gonna be grounded soon. I don't care if he's not my kid. Motherfucker's grounded.
You can't. I got to do what he says.
Like, what do you mean I'm grounded?
I don't stand up for myself.
I'm just saying you're grounded. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know this podcast. I don't even know what this podcast was about.
It was actually, I think it was about some really good stuff.
But at the end of the day, parent, step parent or not, just be there for your kids. Always, especially if you're a step parent, because a lot of times your kids don't have anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up
that role.
I grew up with step parent. I didn't grow up with anybody to look after. It was my mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mom. That was my dad. That was my everything, right? My brother and sister had their stepdad. They were, like, I grew up with him, but he was never like that guy to me. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, if I can be that to my kids, like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
The fact that my stepson Leo, could invite me to go to New York with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
That says something, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think we're going to have a fucking blast.
You're going to have an amazing
dude,
time.
I'm going to get so many hookers, dude. It's going to be crazy. I'm just kidding.
And on that note, no, seriously, guys.
So many hookers.
Having
all the hookers.
Being a parent, it's a scary thought, but it's a good thing. And you're going to be fine. And this guy's done it. He's done an amazing job.
I think that's the thing. It's if you've never been a parent, and this is something that I had told my brother, it comes to you. Mm-hmm. Tom can attest to that. Just go with it, man. Because at the end of the day, you're doing if you're doing the best you can, like, and giving your kid the best, you know what? That's it. And
if you're worried you're going to be a bad parent,
you're doing
your heart's in the right place.
Exactly. Yeah. If you think you're being a shitty parent, you're doing something great.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
No,
right?
I agree. Man.
As long as you're not like snorting coke and doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're doing drugs,
dude, I was like snorting coke off of my little like 1-year-old dude. It was crazy. That also is ill advised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I gotcha.
But my brother, he like I had told him, he's gonna do. He's gonna be an amazing dad. My brother, I think he's worried that he's gonna be more like his dad, who wasn't a great person. So
I think that's where a lot of fear comes from for people that maybe didn't grow up with an example, because then it's like, well, what do I do?
I think my brother's going to grow up to be, like I said, I see how he was with his dogs. And I know that's a fucking weird.
No, it's not at all.
A weird comparison. But I think he's gonna do amazing with his kid.
He will.
My
Don't
brother's
you
gonna
listen
love
to
the
this.
fucking amazing.
Don't worry. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure it out a lot quicker. The second you hold that kid,
It's different.
it's gonna click. And
you know,
it
it's
doesn't
so,
mean you're gonna know everything. You're not gonna want to change a diaper, but you're gonna.
you know how
get through
crazy
all that crap.
people don't understand that. The moment you touch that kid, there's something inside you that just changes it, and you can't replicate it. You can't explain it. You can't. There's nothing you can do to change that.
And it just grows. I remember
just-
the years Elliot was little and he couldn't talk, and you say every night, "I love you, I love you, I love you."
What do
I
they
love
do
you."
when they fucking
And
say
then
their first
all of
words?
a sudden they're able to speak and they say, "I love you." And when they start to hug you back, because when they're an infant, they don't hug you back.
How hard does that break
When
you?
they're a little,
That breaks the
you
fuck out
know,
of you, huh?
But when they first really start grabbing you,
Bro.
and hugging you, and that bond, I mean,
Bro.
the second it gets to that point where you know that you're bonded, that
Dude,
you are
you're
this
broke.
child's
You're
father,
broke.
it's over. I mean, it just is.
I can't get. I don't give a fuck how hard you act. As soon as your kid hugs you, and you know that your kid knows that they're hugging you,
Yeah.
you're a broken man. I don't give a
It's done.
fuck.
It's
I don't
over.
give a fuck how hardcore you think you are.
If it doesn't mess you up, you need to go get help.
You
Because,
do. You're
like,
serious.
you know,
Like, and I got a fucked up. I'm a fucked up person. Like, there's things that don't mess with me, but when my kids did those things, it's just like,
oh yeah.
like I remember Elena was helping me with my Infinity when the radiator went out. She was helping me fix it.
Mhm.
She was out there with Cupcake.
Nice.
Cupcake
Oh.
was probably about like 6 months old, maybe.
Mhm.
She was little at the time. Like Cupcake was still new.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and I just remember that, and I was just like, oh my god, it was just the cutest
Yep.
thing.
We have a video of Elliot spraying the car, helping me wash it.
Yeah, it's the
You
cutest
know, and it's
thing.
just, yeah.
Oh my god, kids.
I miss the babies, I gotta say.
I do. What are you gonna do when you're a grandparent? I think
Love
I'd be such a
kids, I
good
think.
grandparent.
Yeah, it's gonna. One of my kids better have kids. Elena says she doesn't want them. I think that'll change eventually. Elliot, of course, acts like he doesn't want them. Someone's gonna give me fucking grandkids. I'm telling you.
I got Beamy, Cheeky.
Yeah, you got a lot of
I
opportunities.
got some.
And you kind of already have. I mean, you've got your grandson now, so
I do. Kai, he's
yeah.
a good boy.
Yeah. So I mean,
He calls me Grandpa Jesse.
at the very
He
least,
does.
you got one.
He's a good boy.
You know?
It's kind
So
of cute because he'll be like, Grandpa Jesse. And I'm like, what's up, man? And he'll say something. Or he'll be like, he does this a lot. Grandma Alicia.
uh-huh.
And so he'll ask Alicia questions.
Uh-huh.
And it's so cute. It
He's
is
a cute
cute.
kid. He's funny.
He talks really well.
Yeah.
Like, good.
God, Alicia was cracking me up the other morning. They're like, they're being parents. They're like, no, you need to eat that. Versus Alicia's like, shut up. He doesn't have to eat that. You're going to ruin this kid. She's like, no, stop it. He doesn't have to eat that. Here, I'm going to give you this that you want.
Yep. That's
Like,
at least he's gonna be that
that's grandma. That's grandma for you. Well,
Dude, Alicia's gonna be that grandma for sure, bruh. She like, hell nah. He ain't gonna be able to drink that.
that's
Nope.
so funny.
Not my fucking grandkid.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, sorry guys. You guys have a great weekend.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came, Tom.
Yeah, it was a good time. I think we got some really.
Did we just talk? Did we talk about anything?
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah. I feel like this is probably one of the most open conversations.
I hope
we've
so
had.
because
think
I
it
feel
was
like
good.
I hope I didn't. Fuck.
No, you said a lot of really good things, and I mean for a lot of people, I think it resonates. So, well, thank you guys for joining us again. If any of you are new listeners, I know
Yeah.
Jesse's hairstylist. What's his name?
His name's Arthur, but
Arthur.
we call him Art.
Art. If you're listening, thank you so much for joining us. Everybody
Art,
joining
go to
us.
Classic Barber. Classic Cut Barber. Elena, that's where she got her haircut.
Classic Cut Barbers here in Kennewick.
Kennewick, yep.
In Kennewick, if you're a Kennewick local, stop in.
Dude, he does a great job.
Yeah, and yeah, anybody that's listening, thank you so much. We love you.
It's so funny the people who think it's so weird that I'm like, when I tell them about our podcast
Oh, yeah.
and I say you're my best friend,
It's kind of wild, right?
Oh, dude, it's the funniest thing. Because I'll be like, oh, no, it's my ex-wife's best friend. Like my ex-wife's husband,
Like,
that's
what?
my best friend. They're like,
What?
huh?
Yeah.
And then I'll mention something else about like my ex-wife or something, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
My
And they're
brain does not
oh
compute.
my god, yeah, for
pretty
sure.
much.
It's
They
just,
can't quite comprehend the situation.
This is weird for them.
Yeah, that's why we're just weirdly blended.
That's exactly what I say.
That's right.
We are just weirdly
We're
blended for
just
a
weirdly
reason.
blended. Tune in if you want to know more.
But he subscribed.
Good.
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful beginning to November. Bye.
Bye.